I'ma gotta get it, get it. I'ma gotta get it, get it.
Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, in developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students, transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We
are Condors.
We are Condors, and so are you if you're watching, because you're supporting us, and, well, you're now just honorarily part of who we are. Also, you might be Condors if you're students of the school. Welcome into the Esports Hub. I'm Leap, and I'm hanging out with Andrew Ireland, still the nameless gamer.
Yeah.
That's your take.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Nameless gamer.
Nameless gamer. It's like a Dark Souls reference, Dark Souls 3, Nameless King.
Yeah,
I like it. I can take it there.
Who's Let Me Solar Her? That's a great name. It's just a sentence.
Yeah, just Melania.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we'll have to put it on your birth certificate. Nameless gamer.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
We can figure out if you actually enjoy that later. But hey, it's good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a little while. You know, we had the long weekend last weekend.
Yeah. That's true.
We had some snow days too. With
That's
this
true.
Canadian
Yeah.
Weather, and it's good to be back.
Classic childhood memories.
Yeah.
Just getting to stay at home, play video games.
Yeah, exactly. That's
wow,
what I
we're
do.
adults now.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to play video. You're still a kid.
Well, I squeezed in a couple hours.
Okay, that's right.
No, assignments.
I still game too. You're never gonna get our when we get old. Our retirement homes are going to be awesome. It's just going to be LAN centers.
It's going to be the hub.
Literally, retirement homes will be LAN centers.
Yeah.
It's going to be good stuff. But usually when you see us two together, it's because we're casting Rocket League. And that's exactly what's going to be happening tonight. We got some Valorant later on, but up first we will be watching some Rocket League, which we didn't get last Monday because, as he said, it was Family Day, a holiday, so we weren't here. So you might have forgotten who's on the team, and if you can't see him somewhere in the video there, we got some close-ups. Let's take a look at them. Of course, Akaza at the end there's super sub. I've heard he's been deemed recently, and right beside him is Cyber, the newest addition, Rashiel. If you've not watched a few of our games this semester at all, you're like, "Where's Rashiel?" Well, he's no longer with us.
Yeah, he graduated.
He passed away. Oh, he graduated. He's not at the school anymore.
He graduated to have.
No, he's done. So he can't stay on the team. So Cyber's taking his place. It's been good for the squad. But yeah, over this weekend, they actually had a tournament. You were saying Akaza got the nickname Super Sub.
Yeah, he did so well according to the team that they nicknamed him Super Sub, which is wish we got to see some of that tournament.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't. But it was the St. Clair. It wasn't the Invitational. St. Clair hosted the tournament, but they ended up placing 5th.
Hey,
did pretty well.
Yeah,
but. Unfortunately, no medals. They were without Chunk. Sorry, I'm relaying all the information I know about this tournament right now. But they were playing without Chunk, which is obviously a big hit for them. But Akaza stepped up to the occasion. So
no, that's good. It's good to see. And it's good to know that you have that backup if you really need it. But yeah, no, Cyber closest to us, 80 down at the end, Chunk right in the middle. Captain. There was actually a band I listened to that was named Captain Chunk.
Oh, wow.
And it actually works very well because, he's our captain. Unless that's changed. He had been our captain for last time.
We should let him know about that band.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll like it, if he's into metal, but...
That's fair.
Anyways, yeah. That was that tournament. This is this one. We're playing in NACE today. And, of course, you can see the Condors doing all right. We do have a loss on the board there, but, still at the top of the leaderboards, which is honestly a good start.
2-1's a good spot to be. And if you look down the leaderboard a little bit, you'll see where our opponent for today is. That's WKU Red.
Way down there.
Yeah, currently 0-3. So
all right.
Not doing super hot.
Yeah, no, they're not. Well, you know what it is? It's their logo.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem here. I mean, what is it? We'll get a closer look at it in a second. Yeah, there it is. Wait, dude, I thought that was WXU for a second.
Oh, no, that's a K. And
it's a scarf?
Yeah, scarf. Banner of sorts.
I don't know. With that score line, they should change that red to white.
Oh yeah. Oh, surrender.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing.
Oh yeah. I mean, fair enough. They are 0-3 on the year, so that's a fitting. They could change it.
I feel bad. I feel like we're punching down right now. What you said is like realistically on paper, the Condors should be winning this.
Yeah. It seems like they've got just in terms of pure rank. They've got a better team setup, and then in terms of record, obviously doing a lot better. But the WKU team is working with 2 Grand Champ 3s and a Grand Champ 2, so a little bit lower than what Condors are working for. But that's a level where you're still a solid player. You can still rise to the occasion.
Yeah, no, that's definitely like something that you're not going to win probably, but you're definitely going to be able to put up a fight. Like if our guys aren't smart, there's realistically a chance they drop a game to this team. I think they should win this 3-0. As long as they're on their game, they should win this. But if they're goofing around, which we know that they do, and you're seeing 80 already starting to say something to get the team riled up, then there's a distinct possibility they drop a game.
Yeah, when 80 breaks out the smirk like that, some antics are about to break loose.
Now, what is good, though, is Cyber on the other end, you hear him talking now, does have that let's be serious kind of mentality, which is needed in-game. Obviously, Coach Hurd sitting across from them is generally the guy that's going to have to tell them to reel it in, pull it back in. But when you're mid-game like that, you as a coach are not. Even if you're allowed, generally you don't want to be talking to the team. You might pipe up with something here and there, but you want to stay out of comms mid-game, and you want to be talking in between games to make sure you're not disrupting them. So you need someone in-game that's going to be able to pull them back in and rein them in. There he is right now. It's Coach Hurd. And Cyber's that guy.
Yeah. I was going to just say fresh cut on Hurd.
Yeah.
Looking good, Hurd. But yeah, exactly. I was listening to them. I was watching them as well, but I was watching them do a little bit of their warm-up games, and you could tell Cyber and Chunk, very communicative, just getting across all the comms they need to make sure that their plays are running smoothly. They were also hitting some pretty nasty goals, so hopefully that momentum rolls into this matchup. But no, they're waving to the camera.
They're waving to the. Are they waving to the camera? That's not the camera. No,
wait.
They're waving a Hurd.
Oh. Hurd is a robot and both his eyes are cameras.
I think he stood up. He must have stood up.
Yeah. Sorry, they were looking more up than where I thought Herd was, but yeah, you're right.
No, that's it. What's a we don't. This is not gamer lighting today, by the way, in the hub.
No, you've got.
I think they're setting something up. I think they need to
natural.
see, yeah. Well, it's not natural. The sun is down right now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This is the kind of like so. My partner's also a gamer, and the second that like I leave any of like the super cool lights on in the another room, she starts growling because she does not like it.
Not a fan of the.
No, that's my indication. Oh, I got to go turn the lights off.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it looks like we got the series ready to get into it. They got all snacked up, and we find out now, Andrew, if WKU, yeah, that's it, WXU. If these guys do end up finding a little soft spot that they can peek through. Or if the Condors do what is expected on paper of them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so far it's just been pretty back and forth. No scoring chances for either team yet, but we're only 30 seconds into the game here. I might shorthand WKU to Western Kentucky because that seems shorter than the actual letters that make up the name.
I don't even like WKU. It feels like it's too many syllables.
It is.
W in general is just an awful letter to say.
It's too many U's.
Well, why do you think we call it we say dubs, right? Like we got the dub.
Exactly.
We don't say we got the W.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
So I'm just going to call them Western Kentucky, I think.
No, that's a good call.
But we'll see how it shapes up. We still haven't seen anything too crazy yet. Condors are, keeping it in the WKU zone for the most part right now. They've got a little bit of an upper hand on ball control, it seems like. But both teams still taking it easy for the first minute and 25.
Yeah, I mean, we see this often with the Condors where they're kind of a little slow at the beginning. They don't come out with the punches. And we're seeing that now, and as a result, our opponents are going to be able to get a goal.
Yeah, a nice little bump play by the player to follow that up. I think that was, Big Soupy with a good bump on the defense there. Big Soupy.
Honestly, I could go for a big bowl of soup right now.
Yeah, some Campbell's.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I go for the Lipton's chicken noodle soup, and I put way too, what is going on here? Way too many crackers in it so that it's chunky, like this goal.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Just a little bit of a, would you say a misplay on the kickoff by Western Kentucky there?
Actually, yeah. So the big thing in Rocket League right now is the meta really is shifting towards kickoff strats. It's the one situation in Rocket League where you have a structured setup, right? Everything else is free-flowing and you're moving. You look at games like CS or Valorant, sure, there's some fluidity to it, but you do have specific setups and plays you go for. You don't really get that as much in Rocket League. So the kickoffs are where you can gain a little bit of control. And we saw a kickoff strat for the Condors. They played it back for that second man cheat off to the right, and Chunk was able to push through. So definitely a calculated kickoff for the Condors, but you're right. It was up to WKU to answer that.
Yeah. No, that was executed well. Seemed exactly like you said, like they drew it up. So
yeah, it's good. No, it's good that we got it back to an even series because we didn't want to be down for too long. We don't want WKU to really get a lot of, I guess, momentum in the series.
Definitely. It seems like WKU really likes going for this goalie bump technique because they went for another one right there. But they've otherwise been, not exactly over confusing the Condors players here. I think they can handle most of the things WKU's throwing their way.
Yeah. We're taking a little page out of theirs book too. You see Cyber. What you love to do there, you see this a lot, top level play too, is going for, you have your playmaker or your second man, go for their third man defender. Just take out that goalie, and that's something WKU were just mentioning was trying to go for as well. Condors have been a little more successful so far. There it is again.
Yeah, just kind of get that sweep through the crease there and see who you can pick up.
I like this too, the Cyber Cam right now because he's the newest player on, and again, the highest skill level on our team too, so it's really cool to see how he plays. Often you'll have your best player play as that anchor, the third man, which is what he's doing now because they tend to be a little bit smarter on their positioning. They can come in for the cleanup goals, but they also can play defensively a lot better. Their positioning to make sure you're not caught out with an overcommit tends to be a bit better.
Yep. Here's a play there he thinks he has a good shot on. It is going to be cleared away, but the rebound almost makes it in. Yeah, you can see like you said what Cyber is. He's just done so much Rocket League that he knows when is the right time to go in for something. when to leave it.
Fortunately, he got beat to the ball on that one. It still ends up down the other end and almost in. He almost, I'm not going to lie, barred that one out. But it does go in. Cyber there. But watch his positioning. And honestly, it's kind of fun that we've been locked on his position for a while here, is because you're watching how much he plays third man, right? He's not in the play. He's making these rotations that enable 80 and Chunk to get involved in those plays on the offensive half a lot more than he has been, and he comes in for the cleanups, and that's it.
Yep, absolutely. Speaking of Cyber, he just got another one right there. And speaking of cleaning up, I think that was the exact situation. He was just ready in the right spot. Chunk with a nice pass off the corner wall there, and Cyber read that one perfectly. His game sense of when to jump up in the play is really, really top notch.
And that's, funnily enough, the best thing. Mechanics are very important. Speed is very important. But one of the biggest things that separate a good player from a bad player, when they both have the same level of mechanics, is doing less. Genuinely, sometimes it's better to just not jump. The amount of time, if you just try this at home. Play a game and jump. Set a quota. You're allowed to jump 5 times the whole game.
Oh, wow.
You cannot press jump any more times than that. And watch how many times you're actually in position because of that.
Yeah.
Because jumping, you carry your momentum, and oftentimes you carry it in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I might have to do that. These might be the tips that get me out of Platinum.
Oh, genuinely, yeah. No. Platinum is just a bunch of people with mechanics that think they're good, but have terrible positioning.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of ball chasing. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't guilty of it from time to time. It's like the Condors are going to be able to, I obviously have taken game 1. It's just a matter of when this ball hits the floor now. Can we get another one? No, not another one for the Western Kentucky team. They
almost had one for the road there. Oh, we got gamer lighting back on. That's what it was. They started the series. That's why they got scored on. We got gamer lighting on now. So
somebody's like, "Can we fix these lights?" All of a sudden, they're back to normal.
I can't see because I can see.
Oh, I was doing, as you know, the students here are on reading week, and I was doing some midday gaming today, and it was a nice sunny day outside. I probably should have been there, but I was.
Wait, is it reading week this week?
It is, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, that's why it's been a little emptier than usual around here.
Okay. Thanks for telling me, because I teach at the school as well.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm teaching high school students, dual credit students right now. I don't know if I have a class tomorrow. I would have showed up. I think they might be different though, because I don't think they have reading week.
Yeah, you better.
They might still.
Better double check, but
I'm
just
definitely going to double check.
But yeah, the story I was going to say is that, I was dealing with glare for the first time in a while. There's like, there's birds and chirping outside. The sun is out, and I'm trying to play Call of Duty.
Yeah, what is this? Birds aren't real anyways.
Yeah.
Just get an EMP, they'll all fall out of the sky.
Oh. Yeah.
Although you'll lose your computer at the same time.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think you meant the score streak in Call of Duty, the EMP.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I mean.
That too.
That is a good reference, yeah. No Call of Duty today, though.
No.
Call of Duty Wednesday, though.
Yep.
Yeah, I think a double whammy.
Yeah, doubleheader. I believe both teams.
Yeah, Academy and Varsity. You want some COD, show up to that. Oh, never mind, there's one. Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe it's Thursday that has. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's today.
Thursday is more Rocket League.
It's Rocket League again.
So if you're enjoying this, definitely tune back in on Thursday.
I'm enjoying this.
I
all because of you.
Chunk with a close one there. Goalies are ready for that one, though. Yeah. Players in net.
Is that where a goalie is?
Oh, yeah. Well, I had to clarify. No one's wearing goalie equipment. It's not like a hockey goalie. Nobody's got the soccer gloves on. You know what I mean?
That's funny. Yeah. Look, there's no goals yet, but Condors are they're starting to go for some mechanical plays, which I'm not surprised at, because these players are mechanical, and right now they're the GC part of our opponents are starting to shine, where they're jumping for plays that they're already behind on, like this.
Yep.
And the Condors know that they have that space, so they're going to start going for more of these solo plays like this, where they can just break on through because they know they'll be ahead.
Yeah, that was a really nice ball control there, and a nice subtle little pass from 80 there to get that one primed up for Cyber right there. He carries that one home. It was some smirks, some smiles.
Yep.
We just hit a clip. No biggie. I don't know. Would you call that a nice goal? I think I would.
It was a good goal. I've seen better from them, but
Yeah. I'm looking at this with platinum eyes.
Well, I was
Everything
gonna
they
say,
do
yeah,
is like,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
that blew my mind, man.
It's interesting because, again, whenever I watch Plat players, they have they're going for double flip resets.
Yeah.
But the thing is, their shots are off target. Like, they're hitting the flip resets. They're just not doing anything useful with the ball, and their positioning's terrible.
Yeah, that's definitely a big part of it. Is especially if you solo queue, which I've done. I like to torture myself sometimes, solo queue into a Plat lobby.
Hey, was that 80 again? Or was that Cyber this time? Who broke? That was
that a real one?
That was a jump. It hadn't locked in yet. So maybe there's a pass. It's not as bad. No, that was 80 again. It's not as bad as the one he had the other day. I won't.
Yeah, that was dishonorable. The other day.
I'm surprised he's still on the team, to be honest.
Yeah. Hasn't hit a psycho, jumping out of rule ones.
Yeah, what is this? Oh, this is, well.
There's the karma right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a delayed karma because it wasn't as bad, but it certainly is karma. Yeah, missed there from Chunk off the wall. I think it was.
For any viewers who also maybe don't know what a Rule 1 is, I'm assuming if you're watching a Rocket League stream, you're going to know Rule 1 because it's the first rule, but it is when two cars lock in together, and maybe somebody's parent is watching. It's when two cars lock in together. You're not allowed to leave until the ball goes into the net, somebody's net.
To be clear about you're not allowed to leave it's not hard written into the game.
No.
This is just an agreement that players have. It's a social contract. Some don't follow it. 80, but and you get shamed if you don't.
Yeah, exactly that. And there is generally a karma to the game's code, I find.
Yeah. You generally get scored on if you're the one that breaks the rule one. More often than not.
It was a nice, a little bit earlier. I mean, we were glossed over it, but there was a really nice wheels pass by Cyber right there. It didn't result in a goal, but if they can turn something like that into a goal, we'd be really lucky as viewers here.
Yeah. We should add Rule 1 to the terminology video.
Yeah.
I don't know if we made that yet. Hey, Cyber's going to fall on that one. Again, it's just delayed presence in the play from Western Kentucky. I mean, there's a defender on both sides, but they're rushing back to the net. I mean, Cyber, if you put that one center, there was no chance of it being scored, let alone on the side there.
Another
kickoff.
Yeah, another attempt on it seemed like similar to that play that they scored on earlier, but a little bit of an adjustment from Western Kentucky this time.
Yeah, no, WKU read that one this time, and they came out on top with the kickoff. And now they're back. They're in our end with a potential scoring chance.
80 making his presence felt. 2 demos there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can't defend the net if there's no one left alive. Nice, 80. Grabs the boost, too. What a good spawn. Straight in for the second one.
Yeah. Great vision by 80. I mean, obviously his camera is centered to his car, so we knew where
he was looking
going.
the other way. Yeah.
But,
although I've gotten plenty of bumps and demos just by intuition of knowing where the opponent should be rotating.
Yeah,
like if they're going to make a say, oh, nice double there from 82. I mean, I say nice, but it was a little slow. Look, at coach doesn't even care. He's not even paying attention. He's like, yeah, we know we're winning.
That was pretty nice. He stuck with it.
Yeah. No, at the follow through. But again, it's not a psycho that he said he'd give us.
This game's gone from a fairly close game for the first 3 minutes or so to wide open for the Condors here.
No, this is realistically where the scoreline should be in most of these games.
This one might just bounce home if there's enough distraction there. Not enough, but 80's there to clean it up anyways.
Generally, though, I actually do expect more out of GC3s than this. I don't know if the GC3, if that's a current or a peak, but it does feel. This feels more like they're playing against me.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
Well, team. Who put that one in?
Hike sauce.
Did 80 help that go in? He did.
Yeah. Just a little late to the that one to try and clear it out of there.
Yeah. I mean, 80 had the right idea. He wanted to put it to the side. Good kickoffs here from Western Kentucky, though. That's the GC you expect a little more out. You know, you want to see them experiment a little bit more on some of those kickoffs. But I do expect them to go for a couple more solo plays than they really have been at this point.
Yeah, haven't seen a lot of those yet. 80 with a nice solo play. Speaking of solo plays, just pops over one defender and then finds the flick past the second one.
Well, here it is. It's the jump when you shouldn't. Hyksos should not be committed to that. You want to bait out the flick, shadow defense, and then still have potential for another touch. Worst case, you don't get to go for the ball, but you're still going back for defense, and now that last defender can commit. Big Cat could commit, and you're going to be there at defense. Rather, he jumped, and now he's in our end.
Yeah, didn't really buy any time to help out his teammates there. Is the thesis of what you're saying?
Yeah. No, that's what it is. Yes.
Yeah, Chunk bringing it down the wall. It's been definitely the Condors game this match, and even on plays like that, it just seems like Western Kentucky isn't finding the touches they need to, which is probably a little bit of like mechanical lagging. You know, keeping up with the Condors' speed makes them make more mistakes as well, right?
Well, game 2 is 100% wrapped up. They can't score enough goals to bring this back to a tied series. So Western Kentucky will be facing a match point that the Condors own, which is, again, expected. I saw a little bit of extra gusto from WKU by the end there. I just don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, we'll find out. I said if the Condors get complacent a little bit, then, that's going to happen. I don't think Cyber is going to let that happen specifically, though. Again, he's a player that stays locked in the whole time. He wants to, not the others don't, but he really wants to do well for the team. And that dedication is going to stay. Make sure that his play stays consistent. So he will consistently be attacking the net, even if his teammates are goofing around a bit.
Right. Yeah. Just trying to set up weird plays. Trying to set up a highlight reel.
Yeah. I expect them to go for a couple highlight reels here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see like Chunk take it up off like a right wall, bang it over left side, and have Cyber try to pre-jump it off ceiling or something. Would not be surprised.
Yeah. Well, Chunk's going up for it off the wall here. Unfortunately, working with no boost, so wasn't able to do anything with that one. But yeah, we'll see if they can close it out and make it a quick sweep here, or what the Condors have in store.
And no boost play right now for Chunk, but he gets tripped up eventually.
He was doing a lot of work with no boost so far in this match.
And no real attack from Western Kentucky, though. They're kind of sending that one at a time kind of vibe, and it just becomes a little bit of a peppering rather than like an onslaught. But mistouch there on our backboard. Yeah, that was a mistake from 80 right off the roof.
Yeah, you don't want to put that right in front of the net. No defenders home to even contest that one.
I mean, that's classic hockey rules. You don't pass the ball in front of the net. Rocket League can a little bit, but you don't want to pass the ball to the person in front of the net when it's the opponent.
No, definitely not when it's the opponent.
There it is.
There's when you want to pass it in front of the net. That's 80 who's in front of the net this time. Cyber with a very nice play off the wall.
I was almost right. It was Cyber to get in across the 80s pre-jump, but
good presence of mind by 80 to get that one off the wheels. If he boops that with the nose of the car, that's going into the corner. Just get the nice soft touch on it, guide it right into the net there.
You get a surprising amount of power off the bottom of your car. And it also makes it unpredictable for the defenders, too, right? Because you can't see where the nose is pointed, how that's going to be shot. So it makes it a good option for taking shots.
Yeah, Heiko's trying to get the ball out of the zone there. Didn't really have anything in his up his sleeve to get it past Cyber there, and that's going to be the Condors keeping it in.
I want to play Rocket League right now.
Yeah, me too.
It's a fun thing about this game is I get done a whole weekend event. People are like, what do you do when you get home? Do you just stay away from the game? I'm like, no, I play.
Yeah, it's such a playable game. I hadn't played it in a little while because I've been busy with school, busy with other games from time to time. But I booted it up on Friday with some friends, and we were having a blast.
Yeah, no, it's good fun. Until you de-rank a whole rank, but
Oh yeah, we had 4 of us. We were playing Chaos. I'm like, they added ranked Chaos.
Yeah,
they didn't. It was
just regular. Yeah,
regular,
it's casual. Which is technically ranked. There's an MMR to it, but
yeah, we had such a discrepancy between the four of us. One of my friends is a lot better than me at the game. And, well, we went quite a few games before we lost. And, yeah, Chaos is it's named that for a reason.
It is chaotic, that's for sure. And right now, chaos in the minds of Western Kentucky because they have just not found an answer. Sidewall from 80, a little low. That seems to be all the rage right now in top-level Rocket League is that right side sidewall. I don't know why it's the right side every time, but it is.
Everyone has air roll right or left bound.
It must be because of the left, yeah. Because that'll get you the pop-up on the right side that you need. Well, Hyksos won the double tap. Unfortunately, there's constantly a Condors defender there. As we hit the potential last half of our final game, it's not too big of a spread compared to the last game. Western Kentucky's still in this.
Yeah, they've every chance of potentially taking this one back, although the Condors have definitely been a little bit more in control of the play, it seems like.
No, absolutely. It doesn't feel like there's been a huge threat for the most part. I mean, that's not really a threat, though. That was the Condors playing positionally wrong.
Yeah,
where was Chunk? Or was it 80?
So 80 was the one who tried to put that one on net.
Yeah, where was Chunk?
A little soft. I think Chunk was in the far corner. The up the right side corner there.
Yeah, I didn't even see him.
Well, maybe 80's got an answer for that goal. He's not working with
shot.
any boost right now. Oh.
Yeah, a little tight on the angle there, and he didn't have the boost to really readjust. So, Chunk's turn. He's got the musty, but a little off. Yeah, leaves it for 80. Why not?
Yeah.
It's not a fancy goal, but I mean, it puts him back into the lead.
Yeah, I mean,
look at Chunk. He's just like, pause. Look at, hit the brakes.
From a hockey standpoint, like if we were breaking down a hockey play right now, he did a very good thing as a playmaker on the rush, in which he drew in two defenders to try and get the ball off him and then left it for another player.
Yep.
Which is smart playing by Chunk, but in Rocket League, it's maybe not quite as impressive as it's so easy for a team that's kind of being outsped to get out of position here.
Yeah. When it's even playing, then it's fine. What is going on with this defense, Western Kentucky?
Yeah, a little sloppy, a little bit of, I think, kind of in a spot where you're not confident in making the save, so everybody is going for it.
What's happening is they're panicked. They are expecting a touch every second right now. They feel the outpacing that the Condors are delivering. That, okay. I mean, should have been saved, but yeah, we'll give it the big. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should have been saved.
a little slow up, just enough to fool Cyber there. Chunk with almost doing like the rock eyebrow.
Yeah. Can you smell what Big Soupy's cooking?
Here comes Big Cat.
Tried for the flip reset, and Cyber answers with a defensive flip reset. Like, this is how you do it. Chunk on the Fennec too, by the way. We didn't mention that yet.
Well, yeah, he's been has he been more of a Dominus player?
Yeah, he's consistently with the Dominus. Did you see this weekend? K Corp, the undefeated European team, lost to GK, where one of the players was playing with the Plank Batmobile.
No way.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I didn't see that, but yeah, that is really
I can't remember the last time we saw the Batmobile in a grand finals, let alone winning one.
Yeah, no, that is.
Cooks here was the last time.
Is the Batmobile, like, when did that come into the game?
Oh, that was a long time ago. Good pass.
Yeah.
Where's the defenders?
No, wide open 80 right there.
Yeah. Oh, what are they looking at? Or that's good.
Hey, he had one defender go for Chunk, miss. The guy in the corner didn't really try getting back to the net. The third guy, I don't know.
Yeah, Chunk could have easily flicked that, but he didn't. He wanted to try something more complicated there. Well, 16 seconds left. WKU, they could theoretically bring this back in, but with the control in the hands of the Condors, don't think that's going to happen at this point. They might get one for the road, but that's going to be about it. They're not going to be able to bring this series back, and we'll do it for them.
Yeah. Was that 80 put that one home?
Yep, a little own goal just to help them out, just to say, don't worry, guys, we got you.
Yeah, no hard feelings. Well, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it on the whole series there.
It will. Condors doing what they expected to do on that one. Quick little sweep for them. Again, Condors already a solid team, and then coming in with Cyber being added. I mean, again, we love Rochelle, but Cyber is just objectively a more experienced player at the top level. You look at, again, the MMR for him sitting above 2K. It's, he's a really solid player, and it's showing in the presence that he has on the field. It's a consistent presence that's given the Condors these dubs.
Yeah, definitely. Just like you said, he plays the anchor a lot, and having that reassurance allows both 80 and Chunk, who are players who'd like to have fun, lets them know that, hey, there's someone back here, just in case the fun play you're trying doesn't go exactly as planned.
Exactly. Yeah. No, they're looking good. Again, it's really hard to tell. I mean, that's a series that they should be winning. It looked like they were pretty handily, considering that the gap wasn't significant between like Chunk, 80 and these other players. But it really was Cyber that looked like the difference there. I mean, he consistently was in a position that was just the right position to be in, and the rest of the WKU players were lost. They never felt like they had a real presence, save for a moment or two. Yeah,
definitely. We were missing a lot of like WKU holding it in our zone, like pinning the Condors or anything like that. Like a lot of their goals just were the result of the Condors.
Right.
It was almost all empty netters because the Condors were in WK's zone, and so it didn't. Even though there was, the third game was a little bit closer. It didn't feel like a back and forth.
No. Yeah. Again, honestly, it felt to me like the end of game 2 was probably the most shine that we saw from this WKU squad. Realistically, they need to not panic as much. There were a lot of times they were doing what I told you not to do before, is jumping for things that they weren't in the play for. They were trying to beat out these 50s while Condors had possession still. Here's a key thing to keep in mind. When you're flipping, try to think about where that flip is going to bring you, not just about the challenge in front of you, but where you're going to end up afterwards if it ends up being a miss. And oftentimes what you want to do, whether it's an aerial, whether it's a flip forward, is that you don't want to be putting yourself in a position that sends your momentum deep into your opponent's end of the field. Because what's happening then is that if you miss the 50-50, they're bringing the ball in, you miss and go over them, they go under, even if you flip sideways, you can turn, at least get in the play a little bit better. If you flip over them, you're out of the play so much longer, and that's what we saw happening with WKU, is they were trying and panicking towards these 50s because they knew how threatening the offense from the Condors could be, that they were trying to take out these 50s before they needed to. They could just turn around and shadow it.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a lot better of a way to do it. It's also some useful information for me next time.
Yeah, very, very useful. I was thinking about it in your own games too. Is like when you're about to dive for something, think about, am I about to flip towards their side? Rethink the flip.
Yeah.
Try to flip sideways, or just turn around and shadow defense.
My first step is probably going to be just think.
Don't think too much. Rocket League is a game of instincts. It's a really flow-statey game. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, think a little bit.
Yeah, just the right amount of thinking.
Just a little bit. Anyways, that was our Rocket League series. We have Valorant in a little bit, but we are going to talk to the players actually in a few seconds. So I'm going to leave you for a moment. I'm assuming it's me talking to the players.
I think so.
Okay. Unless you got questions, we can both go through it. We'll take team up. But anyways, we're going to talk to the players, and then after that, don't go anywhere because I believe at 8:30 is when we will have our Valorant squad. You can see them getting set up in the hub right now. So we hope to see you in just a little bit, but we'll see you in a few moments for the interview.
If a career in esports sounds wow to you, it's not. This is where your profession plus your passion could come together. Would still need what traditional business would need. The more distinct difference is in traditional sports, no one owns the ball. But in esports, someone does own the game. And this is part of what we're going to discuss in this program. You'd be able to learn how to run an esports event on the operations side to the management side of it. Marketing and promotions, how to deal with sponsorships, how to deal with partnerships. And also a big part of our industry is social media as well. What you're working on now is probably also needed. This industry needs all kinds of professionals. If you're looking for change, this program could be a converging point. Good luck and have fun.
Good luck today.
Thanks, man.
How I'm loving life these days. I see it falling into place. It's coming together. I don't even need to chase it. You see it's written on my face. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days.
Not at all. Not at all.
That sounds like sarcasm.
No, I can show you. I can show you the history. Okay. This guy's laughing, bro.
Yeah, he definitely does it because we say some nice things, but I mean, in a game like that, we're having a lot of fun. For you guys, I mean, what's the mental? I know you wanted to come into the season and make sure that these guys are focusing a little bit more than they usually do, but it feels like this is a series where you guys can like let loose a bit more.
Yeah, we can definitely just like go up a few goals and just like have fun. As long as the AD's not missing the ball like he usually is, it should be fun.
Don't worry, that's why I saved them for last. I'll be getting down there in a few moments here. Chuck, next, you're laughing. What are you watching the stream while you're playing?
No, it's just I don't know. It's just we just instantly go on the broadcast as soon as we finish a game, just to see what everybody's talking about, see what you guys are talking about.
I gotta time the delay because I know there's a delay. I gotta time it so the second you guys are going in there, I am just saying the worst things about you guys.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I think it's roughly like 2 minutes. So we go back in and we're still in the middle of the game, just about the end. So yeah. What is he gonna say about this goal?
Look, talking a little more seriously on the season, I guess, for overall, you weren't here for the tournament on the weekend, but looking at NACE and any other tournaments you're playing in, I mean, how are things starting to gel now with Cyber added into the addition here? How are you finding your journey, I guess, trying to learn new things?
Yeah, well, so far it's been pretty good for us. We've had a lot of coaching sessions. We've done a lot of scrims. It was a little bit of a slow start, but I think we've picked up pretty good. Just adding Cyber in, it's a big help for sure.
What's the biggest deficit you found in your play that you realized, oh, I'm bad at this because now you got to see him play?
Yeah, no, well, the biggest thing for me is I'm a big solo queuer, so I'm a big third man, and I'm not very aggressive, which I need to be now.
Right, yeah.
So that's the main thing that I'm doing and keeping momentum and keeping my boost up. Because we looked at some Bacchus mod replays and I was at 37 average boost.
Really?
Yeah. So it's pretty bad, 35.
He had to make sure the unit was 35, not 30. It was even worse than you're saying, okay? Don't try to eke out any extra points here.
My bad. Yeah, 35.
That's good. No, yeah, it is because we're noticing, he's committing more. You want that with a player that's got more of that experience to play a bit more the anchor, so you're forced into that offense a little more.
Yeah, that's true, and just closer seconds, even like closer thirds, slightly closer thirds, because we're keeping a lot of gaps and things like that. And with solo queue, I'm always just like, hey, I need to play defense here. So yeah.
Well, it's good to hear. It seems like the journey's going good so far, except for this guy. Yeah, so, I mean, I got to call it out, too. It looked like you got out of it before it was fully locked, but there was a potential other – is that the second rule one that you've broken out of?
See that? Bro, okay, I don't know. I just didn't – bro, I was hoping you did not see that. I was looking at – bro, I just, like – it happened.
Got scored on after.
It just happened, yeah. and then instinctively I just hit the jump button, and I'm like, oh shit! I just broke rule one, guys. Good luck.
He even said
Yeah.
it was a habit. It was a habit, he said.
He's habitually breaking out of Rule 1s, ladies and gentlemen. This is a consistent problem. We're going to have to talk to... Yeah, Coach looks very disappointed in you right now.
You know, it just happens sometimes, you know. It's just like...
How sheepish of you, 80?
I like playing the game, so I don't like sitting there.
All right, we'll give you 30% points on your save on that one. But I guess, yeah, for you as well, looking at this year, you like to have fun, and I think that's a good thing about this squad. When it comes to locking in, though, now, again, with Cyber, we're just talking to Chunk about his journey. I mean, for you, have you taken the chance to, like, look at any deficits in the play that you can excel on now that you've got a squad that's got your back?
I mean, Cyber said it himself. I just have to hit the ball. No, just like probably just keeping it close. We've just been talking about that and stuff, and yeah, just trying to incorporate it.
All right, good serious talk. I like it. We'll go back to saying how bad you are.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, squad loves to have a lot of fun. Hopefully the Dubs keep on going forward. But for now, again, we're going to take a bit of a break, and then we will have our Valorant squad coming up in just a little bit.
I'ma gotta get it.
Well, if you waited around, then hello. And if you didn't, you're not hearing this message right now. And I am about to give away next week's lottery numbers. So, sucks to be you. Welcome back to the Condors broadcast. I don't actually have the numbers. You look like you're actually eager.
Yeah, I was intrigued. I was like, is this a thing? Do they give them straight to the Condors Esports?
Sometimes never. No. I'm Leif, and this is Andrew Ireland, the nameless gamer. Yeah. I'm making something stick. I don't know.
Okay. I'll take.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's too bad.
Yeah. Short forms to NG. That's like New Game Plus.
New Game Plus. Yeah.
We're just gonna keep getting Dark Souls references in here. The one game I've beaten.
Have you beaten Dark Souls?
Yeah, Dark Souls 3.
3?
Yeah.
Did you play Elden Ring?
I did. I beat Elden Ring as well, but I haven't. I got to go back and fight Melania. So I don't want to claim I've beaten everything, but I did beat the Elden Beast.
That's fair. So okay, it's more than I've done in that case.
No summons, by the way, for
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
All righty.
There we go.
Well,
that's my cred.
Tonight's game is a lot easier. We're only playing Valorant. Okay. I mean, it's harder in its own way here. But yeah, we'll be looking at Valorant as we mentioned earlier. We did not lie to you. You can see them getting ready and all prepped up for their game to come right now. But they're so small. They're like ants. Do we have a close up? Can we look at a close up of it?
Yeah. Let's.
We did. Thank goodness. Yeah, they're looking good out there. Again, we have to talk about the two additions. You got Coach Rajante. You will not see him on screen. He's down at the end there. He'll be in-game. If we pause the game at any point, it might be through him. But also beside him, Andrew, is two of the newer players. Now, they've played a few games with them, but they were from our academy squad. And these two, Sunter and Beanster, having to join in at an interesting time because the squad got moved up into a higher league, and they're coming from academy. So it's been a bit of a learning curve for the squad.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, out of the matches I've seen so far with this newly formed squad, definitely they're having a harder time keeping up with the opponents that they maybe would have found themselves neck and neck with earlier, like last semester. And yeah, like you said, the learning curve is definitely in play. They have these little moments of brilliance in all the matches, but they're still yet to secure a win. So.
Yeah, and you see it, Rocket League coach Hurt over there getting in, giving props for the dub, and I think Sunter's actually off talking to maybe like Call of Duty player, someone else over there. I know Frizzy's playing right now too, but yeah, they're coming into this, I think, with a renewed mentality because you look at their groups, it's been tough. We're 0-3 in. It's honestly not something where they had high expectations and then fell short. It's just that you go into this league and you have your academy players try to get caught up to pace of what you were doing before is there's a learning curve.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you've had, players kind of switching around positions that they usually play as well, right? Like Non's usually the Jet, or Ray's all of a sudden he's playing different
and now Center's on as your duelist,
So they're trying to also figure out the flow of the gameplay with that aspect. So it's so many things that are adding
compounding.
up to this.
Yeah, realistically. But we do play a team that's not at the top of the leaderboards right now. We've already played those guys. We're looking at Northwood Blue, I believe, as our opponents tonight, who we're going to be facing off against. And maybe, they've already dropped a game. So did the opponents that we've lost to above there. But Northwood Blue, maybe, middle of the pack team, something we can take down. The thing with this right now, and why I mentioned their mentality, what they'll look at, you see a lot of laughing and smiles coming in this. I think they were trying a little bit too seriously earlier on in their matches. And oftentimes when it came to map 2, they've realized very quickly, we should have fun with this. And you saw a flip, they would be down 10-3, and then all of a sudden take 7 rounds because they start having fun and they start all popping off. Now, eventually that unpredictability will become predictable. Your opponents can start reading you, but for a while, it lets them pull ahead a little bit. And I think there's something to be said about that, maintaining that mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. When things have started to click for them out of the games we've seen so far, that is some of the funnest Valorant to watch.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You'll see somebody get like an ace, like things just start going haywire. They're holding W, as the kids say.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be some very entertaining Valorant, but in terms of securing us a win is
not a CC. We got some trash talk between the Rocket League and Val team right now. What's going on here?
Maybe.
I don't know. I think so.
Willie is just locked into whatever he's doing. The rest of them are having fun.
They're chilling there. Yeah, Kevin in the middle, IGL. I think that's probably his goal right now. So they're definitely going to try. Like, they're not going to go in and say, like, screw plans. They want to get better. I guarantee you. You don't play competitive games without any kind of drive to get better at it. But you try to shift more of that mentality into having a good time and just doing some fun things, popping off, getting some of those clips, that can make it into a montage reel. And I'm hoping that's what we see today. And maybe that results in a win. I don't know anything about our opponents and what maybe to expect out of them, but I'm hoping at the end of the day we at least see some really cool clip moments.
Yeah, absolutely. On another note, we've got the maps coming out here as we'll go through it. It looks like Haven and Split have been banned. Ban's not the name of the map. The first map is going to be Lotus. That was our pick, followed by Fracture. And then if it does go to a decider, that's going to be on Abyss.
We've got defense to start things off on both. And honestly, I don't mind that because it lets them explode in that second half on offense. Generally, that's where you get to set the pace. And if they're ready to have fun, they might... If they can just get a couple of rounds on each of these maps on defense, there's a chance that they can take control on offense. But obviously, we don't know how our opponents are going to be able to handle this. But yeah, Fracture being that one that we just don't see anything. Is that a newer map?
It might be. I can't recall what it looks like, so I'm thinking it might be. If it isn't newer, it's definitely one we
don't play it.
Recently.
Yeah. Abyss tends to be a bit of a problem for us, I think. Or no, it wasn't Abyss, it was Pearl. Pearl tends to be the problem, which is why we banned it.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
Yeah, no, definitely. And losing out on things like Split and Bind are interesting because those were classics. Those were the go-tos in the last few semesters, and now we're just not seeing them at all.
Yeah, those definitely seem like staples for us. Remember in the tournament we had just at the start of the semester, Waterland, we played an awful lot of Bind. So.
Yeah. Well, it was the classics, and maybe that's something that our opponents know. And they're like, let's get these maps that Condors are historically good at out of the equation. Yeah. And if that's the case, it's a smart play, and it gives the Condors a chance to really solidify their game plan of not stressing about it and having fun. Because if you don't even get to play on the maps that you generally do, it's fine. But they've been playing a lot of Lotus lately as well.
Yeah, Lotus has definitely been in the rotation. I think they've played at least one Lotus in the last 3 games. So a lot of Lotus.
one in the last 3. I mean, 1 out of 3, I guess, overall.
Oh, sorry. I meant like in each of the last 3.
Oh, okay.
Definitely 2 of the last 3. They've played one Lotus.
1 out of 3. That's a lot.
It's
Compared to one and 4, I guess.
Yeah, it's they played a third of the match.
That's right. But if you are joining up and you don't quite know what you're looking at yet because you're still watching from the Rocket League match and you've not played Valorant yet, we actually do have an explainer for you. So let's get you all learned up. Valorant, a tactical first-person shooter that's taken the esports world by storm. In Valorant, 2 teams of 5 players face off, one team attacking and the other defending. The attacker's aim is to plant a device called the spike at specific sites, while the defenders try to stop them or defuse the spike if it's planted. Each player selects from over 20 unique characters, called agents, who have special abilities. From smokescreens to healing, these abilities can change the course of the game. Teams switch sides every 12 rounds, with the game coming to an end when one team hits 13. If the score is tied at the end, the game goes into overtime, where teams must win 2 consecutive rounds to secure victory. The key to success is strategy, teamwork, proper use of your abilities, and pinpoint accuracy. If you play Counter-Strike, it should be pretty familiar. You just add in abilities.
Yeah, that's seems like it's very similar to Counter-Strike.
Yeah, win 13 rounds.
Yeah,
you win that map. Go to the next map. Simple as that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It looks pretty simple. You know, every time I watch Valorant, I'm like, wow, these
simple
very,
game,
very straightforward. No, of course there are,
especially compared to a complicated game like Rocket League.
Yeah, definitely. Rocket League with abilities. Oh, they have that. That's what's it called?
Rumble. We have Valorant in Rocket League.
That would be cool if they had Rumble with everyone has one specific ability.
Yeah, there was a lot of people have talked about that. Making it so you go in with kits or like loadouts.
Fun. That'd be fun.
COD in Rocket League.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're cooking.
Yeah, we are cooking with Boost.
I've seen Halo Rocket League. I've seen people mod Halo to everyone's on a mongoose and.
Oh yeah, I mean people have been doing that for a while. Yeah. That's Halo's some good stuff.
Yeah,
that's for sure. But we're playing Valorant today.
Yes.
We need a Halo team.
Yeah. I know our boss Zach Dodge would be real.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I mean, that's where he comes from. That's he originates from. He grew from the seeds of Halo.
Yeah, into a Zach tree. It's like a Joshua.
It's like a Joshua tree, but it's a Zacharias tree.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's his full name. It's Zachary.
Yeah, probably.
Zacharias. Zacharias.
Yeah.
Zagreus. Hades. That's another game.
Yeah.
You can tell we have a lot to say about Valorant. We'll get going soon. Yeah, I want to see, looking at this team, I want to see fun. At that point, that's when we see Sunter, have that flow and pop off. We've seen a little bit out of Beanster as well. I mean, that's obviously not his main role here. But then we got, on the other side, again, Willie. Solid player. I mean, we always look to Kip to be that clutch, that finalizer, that last player alive. Willie's been a very consistent player. Not, again, jumping in a new role. He'll have his ups and downs, but expect him to also be consistent. But he's going to give a lot of that forefront and that stage light to, obviously, the others down at the end there, especially in center.
Yeah, absolutely. From what we've seen so far this season, Willie has really been able to kind of step up to where he's needed and find himself in dire situations, like you said, where it's just Willie alive and able to walk out of those situations. So that has been a real highlight for this season. Is it's given him some room to grow as he's taken over that more responsibility with the team. So yeah, like you said.
I'm curious to see what they've been working on. I mean, there's no way they haven't been working on anything. Had a few scrims here and there. Obviously, when they're playing, this isn't, their main jobs. They're not playing as esports pros, so school is going to be their priority for them. So they have to focus on that. And I know for some of their courses it can get pretty tough. So I am curious what kind of stuff if they have been working, if they've looked at tapes, if they've been scrimming it all together, just to make sure that they come into the one of these next series in NACE with a little bit of growth at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Beyond just the medal.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the game today is right at the start of our, like I said, the reading week. So if they haven't had a chance to watch a lot of film, they might get a bit of time to watch today's game. I'm
going to add that right now because I will forget.
Yeah. Type that.
Remind me at 11 p.m. to check if I have to teach tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I will forget to check that.
Yeah. And then remember to check after you check the reminder, because I've done that before.
Well, that's fair. That's ADHD in it.
Acknowledge the reminder and then go back to what I was doing.
Yeah. I never swipe anything away, though, until I've dealt with it.
That's good.
So I oftentimes have a ton of notifications.
That's good cell phone etiquette.
Yeah, that's my. I mean, it makes it messy, but it makes sure that I will eventually get to it.
Yeah.
But then I get like notification anxiety, and like I see like 80 notifications. I'm like, I could answer this text.
Wait.
Or I could just do it later.
Wait, 80 notifications? 80 jumped out of a Rule 1 notification?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I know, genuinely. I end up having like a lot.
Just a text from 80, like, I swear it's a...
yeah, exactly, yeah. 80 notifications.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We'll just spamming you. Hey man, I promise I usually stay in Rule 1.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I'm in Rocket League mode today. It's always fun to watch, but we're locking back in for Valorant.
Well, maybe. I mean, I think we're missing our players from the lobby.
They're in the hub. They're just not in the lobby.
I can see that they're in the hub. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
What are they doing?
Who are we missing? We're missing.
We got Beaster, Kevin, Non. We're missing Sunter and Willie.
Sunter's in. He's just in the wrong.
Oh, is he on the other
spot?
Team?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's over there. He's an observer. He's actually one of our obs today.
He's watching.
We got Prod playing.
That'd be fun.
Trevor, you ready?
I think Trevor could hold his own to a certain extent. For those of you
to a
who know
degree,
Trevor.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen him play,
throw
so I
off the
actually
flow of the
can't
game. I'm basing it on the amount of hours he said he's played CS and Valorant.
Right. Yeah.
He could be bad. Some people play a lot of hours. And don't get much better.
That's true.
But
look at my Rocket League play.
Yeah. Look at mine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I think genuinely, because especially with the new way they've been playing about kind of diving in and just doing cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you Trevor could match up to doing cool stuff.
Yeah. I feel like Trevor has a personality where finds himself last man alive with the operator a lot.
Because he's hiding in bait and
yeah,
spawn.
he seems like a.
He's entry. He says okay.
Yeah, he's in the headsets. He's telling us he's actually entry frag.
Perfect. That fits the play style of these guys perfect. Their whole goal, the last few times that they've been doing well, is just dive in and do weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I called it degen mode, and that's what it is. You just go forward and click.
Yeah, just keep
no
them
brain
guessing.
cells.
Keep them guessing. Keep yourself guessing. All reaction.
Yeah. That's all it is. No thinking. I was doing it. Oh man, I won't get into it now because this will be a long conversation. But I had a lot of theories about flow state, and then I started actually doing real research on it. And it turns out my theories were on. I obviously didn't know the mechanisms behind it, but the theory itself was literally on point. Basically, don't think, use instincts.
Nice.
It's what it comes down to.
And you just is it a repetition thing where you do the things so many times properly that they become good instinct, or some people
that's a big part of it. But the goal is you're leaning on your ECN, the executive control network, rather than default mode network, is where you do a lot of your conscious thinking.
See, those both sound like computer terms to me. You're telling me they're brain terms?
Yeah. Well, I mean, neural networks now, our computers are brains.
That's good. Good point.
Not surprised to see Non in the Tejo. He's been playing that Tejo every single time we see him now. It's just a great operator. Just being able to control a lot of that space. You can get a good amount of damage out there if on site, just the site controls. It's really good. Could shut down some corridors if you need it. It's good offensively and defensively. Real good. And then Sunter rocking the The Rays, we said again, he's our new duelist. He's that entry figure. He's that old W get in there, especially with the Rays too, with the rollouts. You're flying in there fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Sunter really seems to like that play style. He's had some really nice moments with the Rays. He also, one standout that I remember, I don't want to dog on him too much, but he had that one rocket that went into the wall. You remember that one?
Oh, yeah, I do remember.
We'll forget about that one.
Can't forget about it when you keep bringing it up.
But he has had a lot, for the one blooper, he has had a lot of good moments with the Rays, and I think he's comfortable in that position, which is it's good for him to like get him up to pace of this as well. But we might see like as the season goes on if they change that around, because Non was so used to entry fragger. It's like, do you have the more experienced player playing somebody comfortable when the games start to matter, or do you have the slightly less experienced player playing a thing that brings their comfort level up? It's an interesting decision by the team.
Yeah. Well, we'll find your answers maybe as the semester goes along, and maybe starting right here. First pistol round on the way. Condors, I expect on defense to play a little aggressively, and that's exactly what's happening right now. They get deep in there, trying to get those gunfights real early on, but not entirely going their way.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth right there. The Northwood team coming out on top of that one, but it's now just a 2v1, so there's every chance for Beanster to take out these two players, especially Tuzi is hurting quite a bit.
Did we just like jump into Beanster where it looked like there was a guy AFK and he just turned and shot him? I think that was just a trick of the camera, but
might have been, yeah. Beanster unfortunately not able to get the shot on Tuzi as Tuzi takes him out with a headshot there. It's going to be the first round for Northwood Blue.
Let's see if we can see it again here.
Yeah,
what was that guy doing?
Got itchy.
Yeah, he scratched his nose.
Although if I was itchy, I would itch with movement hand, not shooting hand.
Yeah, you can at least still aim. You're right. Well then, we do lose the first round. Got a couple kills, but we'll have to go back into the next one with, once again, some pistols.
Yeah, it looks like another fairly aggressive push, but they realize everyone's going to be at site C and start moving their way away from A.
We got ISO and Cypher on the other team as well. Could create some interesting scenarios going forward. On to site. Our opponents go, and some massive picks for them. We don't expect to win this round. You hope for at least one, though. But look at that shot from Tuzi.
Yeah, Tuzi has been hitting the headshot so far. I think all three of his kills as of yet have been headshots, and another one. No damage taken by the Northwood team that round.
Yeah, Willie was close on the flick there. Last from the squad. Again, you don't expect that, but I expect even if they keep losing a few more in a row here, they're going to keep that good mental up, because that's the new philosophy coming into this. But they'll be able to go into this round now buying. So round 3, you tend to see it be a little bit closer. If the teams are even, oftentimes you'll then see the other team that's been losing be able to grab a round, or at least keep it close.
Yeah, definitely. They've got a little more firepower, pardon me. I tried to say fire and power at the same time.
But they're dead.
Yeah. Not going how they want it, unfortunately, but they've got still 2 left. You want to try and take out as many as you can. Maybe not win this round, but at least make them have to work a little better.
Nice, Willie. Oh, 2 at least. 3.
Beautiful.
Collat on that one, too. That's what you love to see. That gives Beanster a better scenario. When around the corner, he gets the timing perfectly. He does have to get that spike defused. I think he got the info as well. Let's see how the gunfight goes. So you know that turn's going to be hard for him. Yeah, Beanster can't clutch it out. I like the attempt, though. I mean, that triple from Silly was massive, too, given that scenario.
Yeah, totally. Just perfect timing. Everyone's in the right spot. And then that turn by that...
Boom, boom.
Yeah, able to just line up 3 out of 4.
Yeah, and you see the turn.
Yeah, it was a good... you could see it was from Tuzi's perspective, but from Beanster's when we were watching it, Tuzi able to just duck right under the bullets there, which is some advanced strats, some advanced shooting gameplay.
I'm not going to lie, I kind of want to see from their perspective. Oh, we are on their perspective. I look at that. Production knows what I'm thinking. They know it makes things a good show as well. Because I kind of want to see these opponents because their crosshair placements are just mint right now. Yeah, they're just nailing heads.
Yeah,
left, right, and center.
Coach Joe right there. I thought he would have, when we were in the pregame lobby, thought he was not one of the players on the team, but he picked up 2 kills. In fact, is on the team.
Coach Joe.
Yeah, Tuzi.
The turn away, that's crazy.
Tuzi is
he's playing with confidence.
Yeah, seems like a player to watch for sure. He's
Willie is as well, though, so that's why I'm glad we're on him right now, because he's going to get a 5-piece here.
Yeah, just the sheriff.
Sheriff of the dream, baby. No, he's about to get collapsed on.
Yeah.
He might get one. No, not even. What?
Yeah, that was pretty incredible shooting from VYX right there. Or maybe his name
Vix,
is
yeah.
Vix. Yeah, Vix.
That was let me see this last shot. This turn. What? That's insane. Yeah, so we're getting outgunned right now.
Yeah.
Which throws a wrench into our game plan of like surprise them and get these sick clip plays. Because getting into those surprise situations is going to be so hard if the second that you're seeing there's a crosshair on your head.
Yeah, they've been doing their aim trainers, that's for sure.
It's you and me.
All right, Tuzi's rollout coming out. Nobody in sight, though. They've got a clear sight.
That's a fortunate positioning by the Condors there to not have to deal with that rocket. Kind of waste an ult for Tuzi.
Yeah, they do have to go deal with the retake, though. And thankfully, at least they're up a player. Vix do not want to be on the receiving end of his crosshair.
Kevin able to pick up Vix, though, with the jump on a player who's been very dangerous so far. Tuzi, speaking of dangerous players, takes out Sunter right there. It's just, I don't think Tuzi's died yet.
Yeah, there it is, I think. Yeah, Teho ult coming out just to space us off. So the fact they're already rocking it. Teho ult, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Dip is going to do as his name says and get out of there. Try not to get picked on the exit.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Now the Condors' positive attitude coming into this seems to be deflated a little bit because, this is hard.
Yeah, this team has been. I mean, I cast or curse Tuzi, so I'll do whatever I can in my best.
Yeah, do you do what you can here, man?
Tuzi has now died once, so that's if you're the Condors, that's something you like to see.
That is good.
Overall, yeah, this Northwood Blue team has just been hitting their shots, not giving the Condors too much time and space to work.
Yeah, Tuzi's a doozy, but Willie is going to send down 2 right now, 3. And Vix will come back, of course, but there's another one. Willie doesn't care. Willie doesn't care about your crosshair placement. Ace for the man right there.
That was unbelievable. Willie, what the heck? Where did that come? That's amazing.
Yeah, do that one again.
Just the same replay for all 5 kills. We didn't have to.
You don't even got to move. Yeah, there's one clip here. Brilliant. The turn 2, like I am your god right now.
Yeah, let's go. That was all I could muster up to the ability to say was "let's go" when he hit that shot.
Yeah, that was big. Now you want to ride off that though, right? That's not going to be easy to follow up by any means.
No.
It's not often you end up seeing those aces come out, but
I'll start.
It definitely is. That's how you rally your team together. Non is going to take down Coach Joe, but Vix, you've seen the damage that they can do, and they continue on with that principle. Really. Give us another one of those highlight plays if you can here. On the other side, though, Beanstar's going to go down here, and it's Willie making sure that it's not 2 of them gone.
On a 6-kill streak now. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have said that because Tuzi takes him out right as I say that with a head bang, or a wall bang headshot. He's not listening to metal. It's not a head bang.
Non check your corners. He does, but bullets go just around, create a silhouette of Vix on the wall.
Yeah. Vix has been in a lot of those where they see each other at the same time, gunfights like that. Vix has been finding the upper hand.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, it just in general, you've got the upper hand because you don't have to have movements. I mean, that player's got to check that corner. They don't know exactly where you are. They have to look, find you, and then get their crosshair to it, right? Like, they have to process that information. For you, you've got a whole body right there in front of you. You know where it's coming from. You know where they're going to be, and you could just shoot.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to see a timeout right now from
interesting,
Rajante.
yeah.
See if we can get a little bit more momentum back in the Condors' favor. I don't disagree with that. As a good time to put a timeout if you're gonna get back into this one. I think you want to do it sooner than later.
Yeah, I mean, it has been late blooming for the Condors. So, right, you know, I think their goal is get onto offense, and that's really where you start to pick up your momentum and set pace, and then carry that into the second map. So for now, it's just like, how can we grab as many rounds as we can here on defense while we're still here? And hopefully Rajante had the answer.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to see how it shakes out. We got another round. Condors want to get, I think they want to jump out and get the first kill on this one. They're really pushing up that A side on defense, going for an aggressive defensive play.
Yeah, they're expecting it, and that's exactly where it comes there. Sunter's going to get 2 before getting taken out. We did lose Nan in the mixture as well. It's a 3v3 here. Kevin finally getting involved as well, but trade after trade, we're keeping things a little bit even here. So whatever Rajante had said to the squad, so far so good.
Big damage on Willie there from that ability. He's going to have to back up.
I say so far so good because it's gone better than some of the previous rounds. Still obviously not ideal. Still gonna have to go for the defuse here, and especially down to one player. Willie, though, he got the turn, but I had to reload. Gets the heck out of dodge. Fakes the defuse, tries to pull out that last player. Coach Joe, not one of the standout players here for the opponent, so there's a possibility for the clutch. For Willie, gets the shot, gets the clutch, and if we're looking at an MVP so far, Willie's got to be your talking name.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been having a game out of the Condors, just the standout, making a lot of difference in these rounds. He's 13-5 right now. See on the score sheet, and he's got the most kills out of everybody.
Yeah, well, an ace is going to do that.
Yeah, yeah, no, an ace this early on, but yeah, Willie is where there's a will. There's a way, and that's what he's bringing to it.
There's something to workshop there, yeah.
Yeah. There's a seed of a joke. I don't think it's quite.
You're the stand-up. You're supposed to be quick on your feet. Where's the joke?
No. A lot of it's pre-written.
Oh yeah,
most of it's pre-written. This is forcing me to be quicker than I'm always comfortable with.
That's fair. It's gonna get you doing some crowd work. Yeah. Look at that rush over to A site. They are spraying and praying, trying to catch someone off guard. Condors have now settled on over there, and I wonder if we're going to go around for a potential flank. There it is. Ult out. We do lose Nan in the process, but that ult is going to get out there. Cleared a lot of space. Condors moving on to site now. Dip is keeping things clean, but it's Ferbs with him, and Tuesday shows up to the fight.
Just all on Kevin right now. He's able to pick up one, but it was just too many players there from the Northwood Blue team, and Kevin couldn't shoot all of them at the same time.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, he could if they lined up, but they didn't do that.
No.
They weren't kind enough to gift us a nice, beautiful collat.
Would have been an interesting strategy, for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
What if we just line up horizontally, directly in front of Kevin?
I'm trying to walk through some logic of why that would work. Unpredictable swing, I guess. I mean,
maybe you're like weaving in and out.
Maybe you know where your opponent usually shoots on those swings, and you could just move all your players past that point. And then the front line ducks.
Yeah, that'd be fun. If half of them were ducked and half of them were up.
Maybe like an old school musketeer firing squad.
got some back and forth going on here. It's now 3-2. At just one Condor left now, and Kevin.
It's your turn, Kevin.
Yeah. He's full of Willie.
Oh, he's got dip.
Spike down A.
Good start for Kevin. He's going to see if he can find another one, as there's still a few more Northwood Blue players around this corner. Kevin doesn't know that yet, as they're going to start putting the spike down.
Spike planted.
Kevin throwing some abilities out. See if we can get any intel.
Uh-oh.
It's a little bit of info.
Yeah, but they might know that he's in the smokes there. Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Shotty to the face. And once you get in there, you TP in, you're like, I think there's probably something that goes through his head too. It's like, oh yeah, that might have been predictable.
Yeah, yeah. Does it make a noise for the opponent team when you teleport?
That is a good question. I don't know. It does. Okay, yeah.
Oh. So that would, yeah.
Noise in there immediately.
If you're Ferbsa, that's.
The thing is that if you don't
get
if you don't get in there too, now your opponent could just hang out in your smokes while you have to try and defuse. So.
Right. Difficult spot to be in. 8-2 now for Northwood here.
So making their way on, trying to clear it out here for the rest of Northwood Blue. And they're clear on site.
Yeah, Tuesday's got another rocket raise, trying to see if they can get a little bit more done with this one, as they didn't have anything the last one. Not really fruitful this time either.
Yeah, at the same time, ults don't need to kill. I mean, sometimes just getting yourself that space is all you need here, and they got the space that they needed. They got onto site, got the plant, and then Tuesday chases us down for a bunch of kills ourselves. Willie can't find himself another miraculous moment. And a 9th round into the hands of Northwood.
Yep. Just one more here. If you're the Condors, I think you want to try and get this round. 9-3 just feels a lot better than 10-2 going into the second half.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference between 8-4, but there's a way
Double
bigger
digits.
difference between 10-2, I think, in that sense.
Yeah, it's
So,
the double digits that
yeah.
you look at it, you're like, oh, that's 2 numbers now.
Yeah, on the mental, you're like, oh no, we're on the brink of destruction here a little bit.
Feels like it enters a new era at that point.
See if Willie can do it again.
Oh, well, he's certainly trying. There's 1-2, but no 3. Beanstir at least takes out Tuesday. That's a player you want off the field.
Yeah, you're in a good spot if you're the Condors for this round. 4-2 in terms of players left alive on the board here, and they're kind of still stuck in their starting area.
Well, yeah, this is the good thing is we've got them locked in right now. I mean, you look at the far side, we've got our Rays over there just being able to lock in any kind of push over to A site. You've got 2 on mid if they try to take that path to any of the sites. And a third, just keeping an eye, or a fourth, sorry, just keeping an eye over on C. Yeah, real good setup, classic. As long as they don't lose the 2 in mid to this solo player, then they should be fine. And they're not going to. None takes out Vix, and that should be a round win for us. Now you can see Sunter starts to make the collapse, and the whole team can start to move in and work together on this kill.
Easy pickings for Sunter right there as he picks up Coach Joe right in the back. There we go, 9-3. A lot better than 10-2.
Exactly.
If you ask me.
Pistol round, honestly, could turn into a couple more for them. They could find themselves at 5 round wins by the end of the next 4 minutes here.
Mm-hmm. For sure. It's it'll be like you mentioned earlier. Pretty interesting to see how this pistol round and the Condors offense shakes up as, like you said, the chaotic kind of style of play that we've been doing when we're having fun. We're gonna have to see that going against a team that's been hitting their shots, and whether they maybe make an adjustment to that, or they're just like, oh no, it's time we better do it.
Well, I better do it right now. Yeah, do it again.
If there's a time to do it, it'd be right now.
We'll drive in. Teo keeping any aggressors away from them. And that gives them clearance over the A site. They're going to watch, though, as they potentially have some shadows following behind them. They'll know they're there, though.
Few lurkers coming around the back Ferbza able to pick up Non. That's the start of the lurk, but that's going to alert Beanster on their presence there.
Yeah. Cage down there, and Beanster picks off one, but not any more than that. And on the other side, the rest of the team goes down as well. And first pistol round on the second half. Well, sorry. There is only one pistol round in the second half.
Yeah.
Second pistol round in this map. Going to Northwood yet again.
I mean, the second round of this half is going to be a pseudo
Pistol round. Yeah, it's
Condors.
pistol round for us, yeah.
One of the teams gets 2 pistol rounds. That's usually well, actually, you know what?
Force bind a bit.
Yeah, we're trying to bring some firepower to the front.
Maybe surprise them.
Yeah, we'll
catch Northwood sleeping a little bit. Maybe they'll get a little more aggressive, thinking that we're going to come in a little less equipped.
Yeah, it might shake out for the Condors in their favor if they can get the jump here. A good spread by Northwood right now along all the entryways into the map, though. So.
Yeah, look at this, though. They're about to funnel in right now. Good little sidestep there to avoid the first shot, but can't get the next. And Dip is going to take down 2 of us. Sunter was in there as a third with only 2 players left now. The Condors, bit of a sticky situation after that bye, too.
Yeah, definitely Ferbza takes out Non. Kevin able to trade him out, though. And he's got to get out of dodge a little bit here.
Yeah, this is tough because you also don't have bomb. Spike's far away from him right now. I like DPs just to try to bait them in there. But Kevin can't get around for the rest.
Yeah, able to pick up one, but not when all 3 of them are. The next 2 of them are around the corner right there. 11-3 now.
Yeah, bit unfortunate for us. We'll be devastated if we can't win this next one, because that pretty much just seals the deal. You don't win this one, you're at match point, and you're in a really bad spot eco-wise for the round after.
Yeah, they're still, speaking of eco, they're not working with they're not armed to the gills right now by any means. They've working with kind of less weapons than the other team, and well, Coach Joe starts things off on Sunter, picks up 1. Kevin able to get 1.
Yeah, lights up another one, but not enough to take him down. Beanster will get involved with him too. There's some kills for our opponents. Unfortunately, we're not going to get a trade. I thought for sure we'd be able to get a trade there and an ace. Team ace, sorry, for the squad.
What is, without sounding like I shouldn't be a caster, what is a team ace? Do you know exactly?
I'll be honest, I was actually just trying to figure that out too. I would have assumed it was when all of you guys were, but that's flawless.
Because an ace is when 1 person gets all 5. Team ace, there were 3 left. I'm trying to do the math right now, and I'm not good at math.
Maybe it's preventing the spike plant as well?
Perhaps.
Production, help us out on this one.
Was it in the terminology video?
No, it wasn't. Team ace. Team ace is when it's okay, that makes sense. We should have logically figured that one out. We're stupid.
Speaking of players getting kills, the Condors started things off with 2 Vix, trades out Non though. So it's 4v3 for the Condors, but well, I was gonna say they need this round, but yeah, it's match point.
Okay, Willie, you better do it again. That was a little bit all over the place.
Tuesday able to pick up a collateral there, and that's going to be the round and the map.
The map. Yeah, we probably knew this was coming, to be honest. We saw how those early rounds went. They were good at shooting.
Yeah. If there's anything you can give a lot of credit to Northwood, but the standout for sure was definitely they were hitting their shots today. Tuesday on top of the leaderboard there with 21 kills and only 5 deaths, and that was anytime he found himself face to face with another player, it seemed like he was the champion.
Pretty much every time, yeah. Gotta give a shout out to Willie though. I mean, the rest of the team did their darndest, but Willie locked it in. I got that ace in there as well, unexpectedly. early on in that series. And you thought maybe, okay, we're going to see some moments that we're going to shake up our opponents, but they remained resilient and stuck it out.
Yeah, they were quite steadfast in their shooting there. They're like tis but an ace for Willie, right?
Tis but an ace.
Yeah, doesn't matter to us.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Yeah,
simple ace. So yeah, I mean, ace only gets you one round win, right? It doesn't get you a whole map win. So
yeah,
as good as it is, at the end of the day, you got to lock in for the rest of the rounds. And there was just a struggle to find an answer. They did their best, but yeah, it definitely was overwhelming in the crosshair placement department.
Yeah,
Let's
for sure.
say that.
It seemed like they didn't get a lot of life expectancy to walking around a corner.
No, that is very true. Yeah. Well, we're going to find out if maybe the Condors have an answer coming into this second map in just a little bit. First off, though, we have to give you a posture check. And, nice little back crack there. And leg stretch, which means it's break time. We'll see you on the other side.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
To the
Hello, and welcome back. We have a second map on its way in just a few moments.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Leaf. This is Andrew.
The nameless gamer.
The nameless gamer. Welcome back. Who are you guys? What's your name? If you type in chat, I'll be able to see it. So do that right now.
Right.
Tell me what your favorite toppings on a burger are.
Oh, that's a good conversation starter.
It's a decent one. Yeah, I think most people eat burgers.
Yeah, and there's just so many different toppings. Is it number one favorite topping, or do you want all of their?
Give me your top three.
Like what would be your combo if you
like
were
what's a class like you could enjoy other ones. Like you can be like, oh, I really like this too, but like, what would you just like right now if you were to make a burger? What statistically, what would you put on it right now?
Okay, the things I cannot not have a burger without is cheese. Is cheese in the? Do you have to?
Cheese counts,
specify
yeah, because
cheese, or
burgers
it's
will
already-
not come with cheese. Yeah.
Okay, then at this point it's just cheese, ketchup, and mayo.
That's good. That's a solid pick.
If I get two more things, I'm putting a pickle and some lettuce on that.
I wouldn't put pickles not on the top of my tier list. I definitely tomato, lettuce, cheese are probably. But I guess shoot condiments. No, condiments don't count. Condiments are separate, just toppings.
Oh, okay, then in that case, let's go pickle, tomato, lettuce.
No cheese?
Oh no!
You forgot your cheese, bro.
Okay, cheese, lettuce, pickle, and we're back there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheese, tomato, lettuce.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
respectable. Yeah. You need something to. You need like one of the like more wetter vegetables. Is the best way of saying it.
Gotta make sure your burger is wet.
You need like a tomato or a pickle. Like you need something to like, because otherwise the bun gets a little too dry, and you're just eating. Unless you have like an Angus burger, you know. It's
Yeah. That's no, that's true. Well, I tend to eat smash burgers for the most part. So those are greasy.
Yeah.
Because they just sit on a flat iron, right? And
Yeah,
just
that's
keep
like
the juices.
It's like a grilled cheese with meat.
Oh, I love smash burgers. Are probably one of the best type of burgers out there.
Yeah, they're so flat.
Yeah, they are flat.
Yeah.
Juicy. You can make them at home really easy.
Also, they have the Smash reference.
Oh, that's true. Look at that.
Smash mentioned.
Oh, look at that. Hey, Valorant players. That's what we're going to be doing in a few moments. Wonder what they would put on their burgers.
Cheese.
I think across the board, unless you're lactose intolerant,
yeah.
Even then, you might go for something like mozzarella. But like, most people are going to probably have cheese in their top three. Yeah.
Even like a vegan cheese or a lactose-free cheese, which they make
Yeah,
now.
That's true.
It elevates it so much.
Yeah, I don't know. Cheese is just so good, man.
Yeah.
So our squad needs to figure out what to do in the next one. We're heading into Fracture soon, and they got whopped in the last one there.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a one-sided match, as some would put it.
Yeah. Do you think we go for like an irregular comp on this one, or are we still going and trying to tie?
Perhaps, I could see them changing things up, especially with the way the last match went. You can see Non is going through duelists right now.
Yeah, I was curious if they're going to do double duelists, and I wanted to make a joke. I'm not going to lie. I was going to make a joke earlier about doing the full team duelist, and there were just currently 3 people hovering over duelist. So
could be fun.
I mean, sending Willie on duelist, honestly, not a bad idea. The way he's been playing right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
you have to play to your strengths.
Yeah, definitely. Willie has been one of the strengths so far today, and like you said, that's a solid idea by the Condors team to make sure he's in the action.
Yeah, so Sunter's going to take in the Tejo. I feel like Tejo's just a must-have on any roster right now. With his kid is just so good for a variety of things. So I'm not surprised to see that Non and Sunter actually switching spots there with the with Teo. Of course, you got one on the other side with Coach Joe, but it's Ferbsa, and we're seeing Tuzi. Tuzi's on the Brimstone, which is interesting. Maybe I would have expected Tuzi to be someone that would take the Neon instead, but I'll let Ferbsa get in there. And again, yeah, it's Non and Willie looking to get in there and cause some damage. The classics, we're going back to the roots here.
Yeah, this is a Condors, a makeup of a Condors team we're used to seeing if you were watching last semester, obviously. And yeah, this could be the shakeup they maybe needed, as they've been, having Non and Willie in kind of those other positions so far all season. At this point, you got to just try something, see what.
Yeah,
what works.
absolutely. Zip lines, woo!
Oh, there's zip lines on Fracture.
That's what I was asking. Is this new? Because I actually personally have not seen this map.
Yeah.
Or is it just that it's into rotation?
Right.
Because we've never watched them play on this.
I don't believe I've seen a game on zipline either. Some action. Just called it zipline. I meant to say Fracture. Some action here as Ferbsa starts things off. Gets a pick on Beanster.
Why aren't they on the zip lines? Go back.
I feel like you just came here to use the zip line.
Hey, Non, show us why you switched over to Duelist. Let's go. That's right. Someone up in heaven. Yeah, they're there.
Yeah, Willie's doing Willie things. He picked up one kill. Kevin as well gets Tuzi off the map.
Nice. There it is. Good little delay there. Willie just waiting for Ferbsa to turn the corner. They'll clear out the corners there, but Coach Joe was still alive. Not anymore. Kevin takes down 2. And the Condors going for a round win.
Yeah, it's a good start for the Condors. Get some momentum flowing. Get this thing started out in a little bit of they don't have to play from behind. They're going to have their guns next round, and that's maybe just what they need. Just roll into it, right?
Yeah. Good start with it. Obviously, we've not really seen how they play on it because we've never seen them play on it. But I do like the idea, again, of that double Duelist. Play to Willie's strengths right now and then play to what Non was strong at before. If you saw earlier with Sunter and I believe Beanster that were at the bottom of the leaderboard, they were having trouble. So why not put them in a place where they play support a little bit more and allow the others like Non who played to this level have that go-ahead in that free reign in playing aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely. You got some abilities going here. Non, Beanster, and then another one for Non. So it is working on their favor. Again, Willie picks up another one too.
Flawless here. I mean, of course, it's round 2. But still, you respect the way that the opponents were shooting. They might have taken down one of us.
Yeah, they're off to a good start here because the opponent's in a tough place. They don't have a lot of econ to work with going into this 3rd round. And yeah, if you're the Condors, you just got to keep it rolling here. I didn't even realize this map. The attackers can start from either side. This is a really cool map.
Yeah, and I mean, so again, defenders as well. But it is interesting that we hadn't seen it. I don't know if people didn't like it or if it just wasn't in rotation for these leagues. Ferbsa knows we're hanging out at the top of the stairs there.
Some abilities coming in. Beanster able to pick up the first kill though on Ferbsa. That pays off for
him. Beanster! Oh! Beanster! Picking out a couple there, yeah. Really picking up the last.
So Beanster's feeling a little more himself now. Some nice shots right there.
I don't know if it's just if it's a map knowledge thing, but maybe the Condors have a couple extra rounds on.
Yeah, they've almost got more round wins than they did last map.
Can you fall off this? Like if you press jump again?
Maybe.
Production said you can't. No mishaps.
Going for a full push from one side this time. Northwood going to try and change things up a little bit. Not been having as much luck as last game.
No, not at all. 3 rounds down. Condors keeping them at bay. Ferbsa might find himself Some friendly heads to click on here. He got one. Can't grab another one there. Condors have to restructure right now. But Willie is going to make sure that pressure on A site isn't going to be too much here, though. Dip is just around the corner. He's got to watch out. Willie's still in a good spot. Can get anything on him there, but lands the shots. That's going to be spiked down over on A.
Yeah, that was a good pick by Dip on a dangerous Willie right there.
Oh!
Coach Joe popping off.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't the player I expect to pop off a lot here, but I guess Dip and Joe finding their footing on this one. They're fracture experts.
Yeah, they made their way into the mix. Yeah, that was. I wonder if we get the Dip point of view on this one. That was two great shots by Willie. Unfortunately, didn't lead to the round win. So, Dip was able to stop the Willie train.
Choo choo.
He's still 6-1, which is a great start to a map.
Well, rest of the squad doing all right as well. Only have one player in a negative KD, whereas they have 4.
Still early, but yeah, Condors definitely holding their own a lot better in this map so far.
No, it is a fun map. I agree.
Yeah, I feel like it can get very confusing as a defensive team, but as the offensive team, it's also.
Yeah.
I feel like a wrench can get thrown in your plans very quickly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, something like this. So this is a pretty good push for them. Look at how they committed through to the other side there, over to our chamber, and they lost one. But I like that because it does secure that line, right, of defense for them. They haven't gone any further out, though. They're going to hold back a site, spike down, are planted, and it's up to the Condors now to move on for that retake with only 3.
Yeah, it's a good start to the retake as Kevin and Sunter pick up a kill each, and Sunter finishes things off. Gonna get that to, oh, pardon me. There was still a couple Northwood players alive.
Uh-oh. Can he stick it? No!
Oh, no. I cast her curses in the worst way. I don't know why I thought they got all the players there.
You're fired.
Math. Bad at math. Pardon me.
That one's on you.
That was on me.
Just so you know.
I'll take full responsibility. Sorry, Condors.
Kevin's gotten up.
Yeah. Hopefully it works out in their favor this time. Well, it's the first op we've seen, but hopefully this is one of the times where it works out in their favor.
Yeah. It was a good push from for the Northwood onto that B site there. They're gonna go for A site this time. Neon right in there, but Willie is having none of it. It's a good halt to their push, especially with the rest of their players going down. Oh my God. They have 2 left on the side of Northwood. We got Spike as well. Oh, we just have to hold these lines. We're good. Watch out for that raise. I mean, the Cypher could cause us trouble, but you're just watching the angles. Make sure no one's sneaking around.
Tuzi's trying to make his way to the spike. He might be able to get away with it.
He does grab it, and they're actually going to let him get away with it. And now you see the Cypher already ready on the other side for a B. They're going to have to shut this down, but no, with that player down, Tuzi has to make the decision if he tries to continue to rotate or just tries to go for the 1v4 here. And he's going to try for the 1v4. Yep, didn't work out for him, though. There's Kevin with a big gun pointed in your face.
Yeah, Kevin makes no mistake on that one. It was kind of funny. You just see Tuzi turn around, and all of a sudden, operator.
It was a good distraction up top there from Center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
or not Center, non, sorry.
Yeah, really threw Tuzi for a loop there.
Threw Tuzi for a doozy.
Yeah.
Dips in a stizzy.
It's something quite Canadian about that name, Tuzi. It just sounds good in a hoser accent.
Yeah, it sounds like he's known for like doubling up. Maybe he got 2 goals or something.
It's a double-double.
Grabs it. He's got a Tuzi.
Grabbing the Tuzi.
Hanging out there with Shorzy.
Yeah. Pay a toonie for a toozy. Willie picks up Ferbs right there.
This is such a goofy accent, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. The Condors in a good position right now. There's 2 Northwood players left. 1.
We should be able to win this.
Yeah. Willie makes no mistake as Toozy comes around the corner. He did take Non out of the equation, but it's a small trade-off.
Small trade-off for a round win. 5-2 for the Condors. They're looking a lot better here. The question is, can they hold it? You know, is this just a defensive thing? Is it a surprise thing? Well, what answers are Northwood going to have? Because I imagine they're going to have some. They're not going to take this whole map without swinging back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Northwood is going to have something up their sleeve for this Condors team, but it does pose the question, you know, if they do continue to dominate like this, like maybe maybe they start thinking about keeping Non on Duelist.
Oh, well, he's doing great right now. Non drops 2 there. Doesn't connect with the Rockets, but still turns around and manages to take a couple off the opponent's side there. Vix can't get anything because Willie shuts him down. Now watch out, Ferbsy. You got 2 on you. There's no way you're walking away with this alive. Thankfully, they don't take a player with us, but Toozy on the other side is starting to light things up. That's a player you do not want to have free reign for taking shots.
Definitely not. You don't want to let Toozy out there picking up Toozies. That's a double kill for him. Yeah, he's going to use the zip line.
Yeah, zips over for a shot on Kevin. And he's going to have all of A-site to himself for just a few seconds. You do see Willie barreling down on him right now. He doesn't know if he's on site yet, so he'll wait. They might go for the retake just to play it safe. Yeah, second he picks that corner, though. He's going to be in trouble. That's all you got to do. Slow down a little bit of heat from Brimstone, and Beanster shuts him off the site.
Yeah, that was good patience by Willie. He knew exactly where Toozy was going to be right there, and just had to wait. And that's another Condors round win.
Yeah, that's good. 6 on the board.
Doubled up the amount of wins from last map.
Quite a different story than we saw last time.
What happened? What happened to the?
Well, I mean, operator swaps, right?
Yeah.
Switching up who's playing what, but then also, I feel like Fracture may be playing into. I think some of those early rounds, especially, may be playing into it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Was this a Condors pick? I kind of forget from the original map selection, but
Condors, because we would have their pick, our band, then their pick. Okay, this is theirs. Interesting.
So yeah, it's definitely working out better for the Condors despite being the Northwood pick. Maybe it's a map that Northwood's not good at and they just want to practice it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility too. Getting a little bit of momentum. We'll see if they can keep it going real strong. Full push on a B site, and they walk in getting a kill too. So Condors are going to have to take this a little short-handed.
Good idea by them to get the early plant, because they've been kind of finding themselves not able to get a plant until there's like 1 or 2 of them left, and then the retake is easy for the Condors.
Unfortunate. Willie tried to turn the corner before getting hit with that ability. Doesn't manage to get around there in time. Pop, 1, 2, Non. Couldn't find the third. Toozy walks away, and Non seems to be blown away by that fact.
Yeah, I mean, a good look from Non. Gets 2, just can't find that third one. They did a good job of positioning in a way that's like, what are you gonna do? There's one of you.
It's also hard. I think Non was just upset about the health that was left on Toozy at the end there. Yeah.
Yeah, Toozy surviving with just a sliver.
Seems to be some plot armor on the side of Toozy today.
Yeah, definitely. He's been having. I don't know if he's always like this or if this is one of the nights he shines, but he's been definitely a major factor for the Northwood team here.
Yeah, full rush on a B site there, and with Beanster down, that's going to give him a spike plant, no problem. Condors again having to go without Beanster on this retake.
Non's hurting. He's trying to get the shot. He can't get the shot on Furba, but Willie and Kevin able to take out 2 Northwood players right there.
Yeah, with just 2 left, though, that Neon is hurting quite significantly there, but Tuzi doing what Tuzi does. Keep an eye on him.
He's put some abilities in. Sunter able to pick up Furbza, so now it's just up to Tuzi. Kevin might be able to get the defuse off if this is played well by Sunter, and it is. Gets the headshot on Tuzi. It's going to be the Condors round.
Yeah, it was a close one, that's for sure. With Tuzi still alive, you can't really expect guaranteed win regardless of number count. We've seen him walk through as many players as he needs to get Northwood Blue a win. But the Condors sitting at 7-3. This is good for them. They can get 2 more. It'll be a great spot before side swap.
Yeah, definitely. What was I going to say?
What were you going to say?
We're going to see the Northwood team going for a kind of a similar strat, it looks like, pushing that A side again.
Oh my god. This is just absolute chaos right now. Every util coming out at once. Non tries to spray the corner, get one with a pistol. He does not. We're going to come out with a deficit there, down a player.
I know exactly
and unfortunately, Tuzi's one of the players still alive.
Tuzi, and I think Vix is another one of them who can be quite dangerous as well. Hasn't as many moments this map, but last map they were somebody to watch out for.
Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, Vix, you got to hit your shots. What happened?
Yeah. I cursed Vix.
Good. Hey, you definitely have the curse today.
Okay, watch out for Tuzi. Here he is. Watch out.
Yeah, no, keep it going.
Watch out, Tuzi. He's gonna get both the Condors here as they try to get. You think you can defuse when Tuzi's on the other side? Not a chance.
Keep it going.
Tuzi and Coach Joe, who's also been electric this map, is coming around. Oh, Tuzi did like I thought he would, and took out Beanster, and yeah, well, they get the explosion to win that round.
Well, I guess it doesn't work that way.
Kevin escaped.
See, there wasn't enough conviction.
Right. Yeah, my caster, they hinted at my sarcasm and perhaps a little bit.
You have to believe it.
A little bit of restriction on my conviction.
Yeah.
I do want to give a little shout out here though. Willie, 15-5 right now. That's a good start to the game, as he's been leading the charge a little bit here with the Condors.
That is why they swapped him over to Duelist too. Give him as much kit as possible to do as much damage as possible. Hit himself in the front there. Kevin can't land a shot. Coach Joe is going to take him out. It's going to be op down.
It makes it a little difficult for the Condors, as they're going to see the spike going down now for the Northwood team. Condors are going to have to do this retake. Well, all 5 of them are waiting in the ready.
Well, so for Northwood, yeah.
Yeah,
we have 4. We have 3.
We have 2.
Ooh, Sunter might be able to take a pick here. Yeah, that's one.
He's able to get one as well, too.
I like it. Take this land. Nice. Fortunately, it's just down to 1 left there, and he's got 2 of Northwood's players surrounding him. It's a good attempt, but now we're at 7-5. It's time to swap on over here. You're hoping that we could have landed at 9 by the end of this, but just couldn't do it.
Yeah, even 8-4 would have been nice. 7-5. It's another one of those ones. It's like 10-2. It feels more significant.
Yeah.
7-5 feels like a very close match.
Oh, it is, because it is a very close match. Yeah.
And
2 rounds could literally just go right. Whoever wins pistol here again.
Yeah, exactly.
Very likely winning the next after that.
Yep. And so we'll see how the Condors decide to take things on offense. They finally get the zip line in their repertoire.
Zip it up. They just zip back and forth the whole time. Don't even go for plant.
That'd be pretty fun. Maybe not the most ironclad strategy, but definitely fun.
No. Look at the defense as well. Really trying to get in there on the Condor spawn right now. It does give us the space to get ourselves onto site here. So very quickly, Furbza ends our dreams. We're still on there, but we've lost a couple players in the meantime.
Nice pick by Kevin, able to take down Dip. Can he get a second?
Absolutely not. Kevin spray and pray, cannot find Vix. It's just down to Sunter left. He makes that peek around the corner instead of playing it back and loses his life as a result. But they got the spike plant, which at least there's that.
It gives them, you know, an alt point, I think.
Oh, money.
One extra. Money as well.
Money.
Yeah, now it is a very close game. It's 7-6.
Yeah.
Northwood has a chance to tie it up for the first time in a while.
It's almost the closest it can be. And honestly, after this round, there's a good chance that it is the closest it can be at 7-7.
Yeah. Condors are going to be working with a little less firepower than the Northwood team right now. They lost the pistol round.
Look at Kevin go.
Yeah, different strat here from the Condors as they're coming from the bottom side this time. But Kevin is going to find himself in a dangerous situation very soon. He's kind of being circled.
Yeah, complete opposite setup they have there. The Chamber taking up the back line there, looking for that Cypher. And the rest of the Condors trying to make their way to A site, but it is locked down. They'll have to opt for B site, but you see how quick the rotation from Northwood is as they realize, yeah, we won that A site lockout. Now we can move on over. Kevin will find Vix in the push, though, and that's going to be great for them on their plant and their hold. Unfortunately, again, Chamber hurt a little bit there.
Yeah, the Northwood team got good positioning here as Coach Joe's able to take a Beanster with an ability right there. There's 3 Condors left. Hurting a little bit, too.
All right, Willie. Take this turn and pop some heads. Unfortunately, Dip does it first. Sunter follows suit. And down to our lowest health player.
Didn't stand a lot of a chance there, Kevin,
No.
unfortunately. And it's now a tie game. This is as close as a game could be.
That is true. Well, I guess all of their econ could be exactly the same.
That's true. And in the middle of this round, they each killed it.
Honestly, not too far off.
Same amount of players.
Few K off. 1K per player.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be anybody's game right now.
Yeah. It just feels that. I mean, the third round into a side though is like where things can even out. This is where we'll get to see the Condors really show us, like, hey, what are they bringing to offense that isn't a pistol round?
Yep. Kevin, speaking of pistols, able to get that quick kill with the Sheriff. Another one for Willie, speaking of Sheriffs.
Yeah, and immediately swap to the other side, grab that spike, and then get yourselves onto site.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Keeps the Northwood team guessing a little bit as they have to hold these angles and figure out where the Condors are. It seems like they have a little bit of an idea, but not totally in the know.
Yeah, just playing their time a little bit to get themselves set up. They're going to have a pincer here, which will be good. Look at them just barely missing each other's paths here. And that's good because this is giving Northwood the thought that maybe we're going to go to A site and it pulls a couple of those defenders off, and now they can make the roll right onto site. That's going to be clean. 5 attackers to the 2 defenders of Northwood. Realistically, this should be a hold for us, but I mean, we've seen things go awry before, but I really can't see it happening here.
No. There's only so much that Tuzi can do, and he has been taken out by Willie, so it's a good thing for the Condors. Just the one
Pop.
left. Non with the op. Doesn't make any mistakes.
Outlaw, yeah.
Oh, Outlaw, pardon.
Yeah.
The other sniper.
Yeah.
The small sniper.
The little guy.
Yeah. The cute sniper. Anyways, Condors find themselves back in the lead here, 8-7.
They do.
And that's a good thing. I mean, after losing that pistol round and the post-pistol round, just to get the momentum back in your favor. You know, they were 4 rounds in a row that they had lost. So,
yeah, this works out real well too because econ-wise, they're in a great position. They can put themselves in a further good position here. If they can win this round, Verbsa isn't going to let that happen though. Back and forth right now, 3 each there, and you see the all coming out from that Deo, and now the rest of the Condors making a mad dash towards A site. They need to get on there and plant before those defenders can get themselves over.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 nice kills by Willie also to get them through that hallway there. That could have easily been just the 1 Condor left.
Willie can't turn it, and Coach Joe comes in with the clutch for the squad.
Yeah, Coach Joe finds people when he needs to. He's in terms of like the type of player he seems to be. He doesn't always put a lot of kills on the board, but it does seem to be Coach Joe.
Yeah,
coming in some of these moments like this.
Yeah, it was thankfully Tuesday taken out early, but it was at the end there. We saw Coach Joe just pop.
Some spray control, able to get both those players.
Yeah, we're not in a terrible position right now. Anyways, you know, we're back to 8-8 and we're able to buy, so that's a good thing. The thing is, if we lose the next one, that's where things will start to get a little hairy. Northwood keeping us on our toes.
Condors not using the zip line yet this round. They're gonna do things the old-fashioned way.
Do Condors have toes, or do they call them claws? Or toes part
talons?
of the claws?
Typically.
Yeah.
Claws, talons.
Well, because like, I think dogs have toes, but their paws are. Oh no! Oh, look to the side. Willie's like, what's going on?
Yeah, those are 2 Condors you don't want to see drop to Tuesday right there. We'll pick up both Non and Willie. Vix gets Kevin out. So now it's just left to the two new Condors. See what they can do.
Yeah, it's time to show them why they're on the squad. All the information. No one's hiding out. Fortunately, this time they're spending to get there is going to give Northwood a lot of time to get on site. And I wonder if they delay it a little bit just to make them question where they are. But, I mean, they're going to know as they comb through these hallways where they are right now. Yeah, they're going to rush this with the Neon because obviously they don't want that spike going down. If they can get them caught while they're planting, that'll be the game plan, and that's exactly what they do. Yeah, extra money for the defuse, too.
Yeah, they pick up both Condors quite quickly right there. Coach Joe getting the defuse.
This is where things can start to get out of hand now. We're going to start feeling a little bit of that pressure.
Yeah, definitely if you're the Condors, you know, this is the map that was maybe the one you could win, and you definitely want to see if you can try and do everything you can to make it the map you win.
Yeah. No, you'll buy out here, and if you can't win the next round, I imagine timeout. And then potentially an econ coming up too, an eco round, just to save up for those remaining 3 that you're going to have to keep away from Northwood.
Yep. Slow start to things. Tuesdays in the waiting. Has a feeling Kevin, well, not specifically Kevin, has a feeling someone's going to be around this corner.
He knows Kevin is going to be there. That's why they brought 2. Oh, Condor is not in a good spot. This is going to be troublesome to get on there. I mean, they got intel that they might be able to push on through, but they're going to wait it back a bit. They got to watch that Cypher on their backside, though.
Yeah, that Cypher's lurking, about to become a problem. So we see Vix. Nobody's really looking for him right now.
Oh, no. He just tries to spray, and thankfully doesn't pick a target, and it does give us a chance to break on out of that sticky situation. Unfortunately, we only walk away with 2 lives, but walking away is the key thing.
Yeah, that ability, I think, saved a lot of Condors right there, as he didn't have a clear shot at everyone's head through that ability and was able to help the 2 Condors get out of there. Now it's just Sunter versus 2, and 2Z takes out Sunter.
Yeah, turned away at the last second there, tried to flick on back, but 2Z picks him off the back of sight. And now, into the double digits. Northwood making quite the comeback here, and also being in a position where the Condors are going to be hurting for money. So Northwood, it's really their series to lose at this point.
Yeah, Northwood. Ferbs is going to be taking the op out. Everyone else using their top-tier gun of choice here. It's going to be up to the Condors here. See what they can do. Try and steal a round back. Some Tejo abilities going out for Sunter.
Yeah, they just want to buy space up that corridor. be able to move in, see if they can maybe catch something off guard there. Coach Joe is popping off right now. Willie shuts down that streak.
Definitely a big cost for the Condors. Now it's a 4-on-3.
Especially considering what weapons we have coming into this. Condors really not in an ideal situation, I've got to say.
Yeah, they don't really have a good angle at either of the site that isn't either of the sites that isn't guarded pretty handily. Of course, they don't totally know where everyone is, but
they should zip line over and then come from the other side.
Yeah, that would be a good play. Furbsa very ready for Willie right there. Just the 2 Condors left.
Yeah, and they try to get on site and they're dead.
Yeah, Vix was ready.
Yeah, Vix shuts him down immediately. 2 points away from an overall series win. They got map 1 quite decidedly. Condors fought back here in map 2 to get a good early lead as well. And then it's not been that same story for the latter half of map number 2 on Fracture.
Yeah, it's almost like maybe this is the time where they're like, okay, whatever, let's do the having fun mode of this again. Bring out the old classic from earlier this semester. Right now, yeah, it doesn't seem like the mental's going to be in a great spot.
Right in there, Non says, let's get this A push. We need a round win. Get on site, plant it up, and they're doing exactly that. Drop 2 players, but they might be able to hold it off. They look like they hit into that flow state. They're starting to tell themselves there ain't nothing to lose at this point. And they backed off site 2 to try to be able to hop in from the outside. This could be super useful for them. Brilliant plan. Non coming in with 2. Willie with the 3rd. That is what I want to see. I saw the flow. I saw a shift in the eyes of Non. There was something on his face that I'm like, okay, there is a lock-in about to happen.
Yeah, he was in the zone for that round for sure. That was a veteran round of Valorant. Just came in there, got 4 kills himself, and then Willie picks up the last one. And that's what we're used to seeing from this team.
Yeah. I mean, that was an absolute critical round for them, too. I mean, you lose that, it's GG, you're done.
Yeah.
But winning that keeps them in just a little bit longer. Their lifeline extended.
Yeah, keeps them at match point.
Match point, yeah. It's match point. Right. No, match point. Point.
Yes. Maybe.
I don't even know. They're 2 rounds away from losing.
But they're only 4 rounds away from winning.
Ooh.
If you see the glass half full.
I'm a realist. The glass is half as big as it needs to be. Ooh, nice. Being able to shut one down. Non is keeping that streak going forward. Furbsa eliminated. We don't have to worry about that Neon anymore, but we're going to back out because we do feel a little bit of that pressure. Till the rest of the squad there, you don't want to move in, but Vix is going to make sure that move in is just not going to happen at all. Non around the other side is going to find him in an awkward spot if the rest of the team tries to go over to A site, because he's going to have to try to get back to them. And he's trying to figure out how he wants to get over there. Sumter, though, is going to open up a spot, maybe back towards B site. You got to watch, though, on the other side, that Brimstone is potentially going to find its way over to you if you don't keep an eye on it.
Dip just staying alive there, takes a few bullets, but able to continue and hold his presence around this corner.
Non, watch out. Oh, somehow gets the win on that one. I was expecting from what we've seen before a loss, especially looking at his health there. And Rockets out too, just to secure the round, tries to get some height, knows the player's there, gets the splash, gets the kill, and Non. I told you, man. He's in lock-in mode right now, up to 10 on the board.
Yeah, big smile on his face. He's just in the zone.
That's really the only word you can use right now. Something flipped for him, and he said, I'm about to take control of this. The adrenaline started going, flow state activated, and just beautiful placement, and just bang.
Yeah, great rocket.
Good showing of, hey, Tuzi, Vix, we've seen what you could do, and we can do it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You love to see it if you're the Condors, just get you right back in the game. It's now only a 1-point differential, and you can start playing a little bit more mind games as you've got some more momentum. You're in the heads now of the Northwood team. They're not just getting to that easy dub.
Yeah.
They thought they got over the first hill and that was it, but there's now a second hill of Condors.
Yeah, and that second hill is called Flow State. Condors are making the right call right now. They want B site, and they're going to have B site because there is not a single Northwood player around to shut down this push onto site, and we're going to have all 5 players be able to work for this retake. We could lose one here, though. Engagements are going to start happening in just a few moments. Yeah, watch. Just up the corner, you're going to have 2 players. There's 1 to pop down. 2 is not the turn. Vix will shut down Beanstar. It's a back and forth, 3v3. Condors still have sight. I'll see how long, though. Willie, a little sloppy there, still comes out on top with the kill. He knows dips around the corner. Good teamwork there. Kevin needs to help out. He gets taken out, though. Vix comes through with the clutch.
Yeah, that was some really clutch play by Vix. He thought that round maybe was going in the Condors' favor, especially with that kill by Willie as he got the kill and got out of dodge, and then just Vix was there and ready to be the shutdown man. It's now match point for the Northwood team.
That's right, but the Condors still not out of this. I mean, those round wins really helped. Yeah, there's the timeout.
That's a good call, I think.
Game plan. What's the game plan?
Oh, I don't know. Just keep using the
Come on, analyst Andrew. What's the game plan? That's what I call you, Andrew, right?
Pardon me. Yeah, the "an" is short for analyst.
Yeah.
I think you put Non out there.
Yeah.
You get him doing duelist things to start off the round. Just take it to him on offense. Good pace. You know, they expect you to be worried about making mistakes when you're on match point. And if you're someone who's just reached their flow state like Non, you go in there, you kind of take the gamble on yourself and say, I'm not making any mistakes. And you go in there, lead the charge, have the rest of the team playing as supportively as they can. Willie, lurking around the corners. He's not been missing shots, but you don't want to put him in a spot where he has to walk out into the open too much. That's what I would say if I was coaching.
Nice. I love it. I love it. I got a little bit of a hockey coach interview in there as well. I liked it.
That's most of the sports media I've consumed.
Yep.
Hockey interviews. So
we'll put our main guy out there and put a lot of pressure on so the rest of our boys can do some work.
Yeah.
That's what you
pucks
said.
Pucks in deep.
Pucks in deep. Chase hard. Willie, you said it. He's not been missing his shots, and he does not miss that one. Ferbsa. Willie did miss a few shots early. He still came out on top with the kill. But
here's Non getting his chance to shine in just a second, as long as he's. Vix gets the eyes on him first.
You're not allowed to talk anymore. We forgot you have the curse for the Condors right now.
Pardon me.
We do have bomb heading towards site, though. Spike should be able to go down. Because I think right now Northwood's going to be playing for that retake. Unless they get a pick here, they're going to be going for a retake. They don't really have sights on anything. The second that Spike gets ready to go down, they're going to be popping out all their util, and they're going to move on to site here. Condors trying to just keep them off for as long as possible. It's down to Willie. Can you clutch it out? We've seen you do it before. Dip, the last one. Little fake out around the corner. We still have to get Spike planted.
30 seconds left.
Yep, only 30 seconds here.
What does he do? He saw the poke. Okay. Wait for the peek.
Nice.
There it is. He knows what's going on. Willie has been so clutch.
That has been Willie. You know what I said? If I was wrong about the Non thing, but I was right about the Willie.
You nailed that one, and that's all that matters. Second timeout.
Back to back. You know, this time, if I'm Coach Rajante,
what are you saying?
You know, I said, we take the gamble on Non. Didn't quite pay off. Just
you said it was a gamble.
In non-defense,
preface it.
In Non's defense, Vix just time and place. He had the sights first. But you can't go the same amount of aggression because they might be expecting it.
Okay.
So
mix-ups?
What you're doing, a little bit of a mix-up. You go for a split push, where you've got Non and Willie on one side and the 3 on the other side, and you try to close in on B site. And I know the abilities of Non and Willie maybe don't exactly mesh together perfectly for their characters, but for their operators, but for their agents, whatever you the terminology. But it's just the sheer numbers. You create kind of a pinch on B site. It confuses them because they are expecting you to go A, and that's my guess. Okay, so they sent all 4 across the zip line. It's like they didn't even listen to me.
They must have had the mute button on by accident.
No, they probably know more than I do. So
I'm going to go ahead and say I'll say probably.
Yeah.
Look at that full A rush. Get themselves on there. Got to be careful though. I mean, there are 3 defenders. This is not going to be an easy push if they don't have a backup plan. I don't think they care about a backup plan. They care about commitment. That's exactly what they're going to do. Onto the site here. Trades coming out. Condors losing the battle right now. We're down to our final 2, but Beanster keeps us alive. It's now just down to him. He's got the last players that he cannot take out. Condors lose in a valiant effort, but unfortunately, it was just too much for them to handle. This was a very strong team in Northwood Blue, but you got to be proud. You brought yourselves up to an 11-13.
Yeah, that was definitely, way better than the first map there. They can be happy about that. But again, it's that other thing is like creeps in a little bit. It's like you do want to start to see some of these round wins, but for now, that's something to build on, right? Like that's an 11-13 is a lot better than a 13-3.
Yeah.
And Willie finished off that one with 27 kills.
Yeah.
Non also hit 21 himself, and
No, I wouldn't say be upset with that. And you saw it right at the end there. I mean, they were laughing. I mean, when Beanster died at the end, he's like, he started laughing like, they go, of course. And Non was making some jokes there too. I think the squad, they had some ups and downs where they saw, okay, there's potential for a win here, but also let's keep the reality and let's have fun, guys. If we lose, we lose. We're here to make sure that we're enjoying our time. This is collegiate esports. If we're not having fun, then why would you just go spend your time studying? What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. And another thing about that map is you think like, well, maybe they try Non on Duelist a little more often. See if that shakes up, because it was definitely a different pace of that game, a different feel compared to the first map.
It really is. I mean, I don't mind the switch up too, because the problem is that you do take Sunter out of his element, but maybe that's the learning curve that he needs to have here. I mean, like, this is going to be, you throw someone into a fire, you're going to prison, but also, this is how you learn, right?
Yeah.
You trial by fire is just getting pushed by some of the top teams. It's going to make sure that when you go against some lesser teams, that you're already expecting more, and you're going to realize, oh, you've grown a lot. So that's a good chance for Sunter to do that, to your point of maybe going forward, you try to keep this comp.
Yeah, exactly. It might just be something that they can have in a pinch. The more practice Sunter gets on positions he's maybe not the most well practiced in.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they need to change something up in a game that, there's a good shot at winning. Maybe it means a little bit more. And okay, well, he's ready to go.
Exactly. Well, they didn't win, but they put up a pretty good fight by the end of it. I like to see what was going on there. Seeing Fracture, too, was also an interesting thing. Our opponent's map picked there, and we almost shut him down on it, but first time we'd seen squad play on there. So it was an interesting night, that's for sure. At least we did get the win from the Rocket League team earlier, and you can join us tomorrow to see if our League of Legends team can take down the University of Kansas in their NACE League. So make sure to join back for that at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Then I think, later on, we've got some Call of Duty Wednesday, and then we got a doubleheader of Rocket League, I think, on Thursday. There's a lot of Condors action still to come, right?
Yeah, lots of esports. It's going to be a fun week.
It is going to be a fun week. There's a lot of things that could make it not fun, but It's looking like a fun week so far.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed it stays that way. Thank you guys for joining us, and make sure to go hit all the follows and subscribes to make sure you're following all the Condors actions. And thank you for joining us. And I hope you guys can go enjoy a very delicious burger. Thank you, Andrew, the Nameless Gamer. And I'm Leaf. We'll send you off. We'll see you tomorrow.
Esports is for everybody. That's what makes this so special, where there's not a lot of barrier to entry. It's, do you have a passion for gaming? That's all it really takes. There's so many different things involved in this. It really does take that full team to make a successful event run. And that's what this program does. You got the lighting going on, you got the video capture going on, you got the whole production crew that are packaging this all together, you have the shoutcasting that's happening. We want to be, that pinnacle for esports. We want students to come here, learn from industry best, and launch their careers in esports. You have that new arena that's being built. To have that investment through the college, it proves a lot. We're invested in this. This can lead to something really big and something really neat and something that you're really invested in. It's $1 billion industry, and we really can't wait to see where this goes.
Good luck today.
Thanks, man.
How I'm loving life these days. I see it falling into place. It's coming together, I don't even need to chase it. You see it's written on my face. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days.